Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
If you're looking for the next best thing to invest in, try investing in your long-term health with Forward. Forward is intelligent medicine with a personal touch. Their doctors are dedicated to catching top killers like cancer and heart disease early, which could save you tens of thousands of dollars in the long run. So invest in a doctor that's invested in you. Visit GoForward.com to learn more about how Forward can help you manage your long-term health risks for one flat monthly fee. That's GoForward.com.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Around. This week we're doing WWF Invasion, because I genuinely can't believe it's been 20 years. Joining me, as always, is the world-famous Terry Peters. Terry Peters, how are we doing?
Bloody hot again.
It's a bit hot, isn't it?
Sweating.
It's a bit too hot.
A bit too hot? Very hot.
Yeah. Well, our houses aren't built for the heat, are they? That's what's going on.
I'm not built for the heat either. Fucking
that is true. You are a pasty white child.
Or the cold, though, weirdly. It's just... Terry Peters just isn't built.
Just not built for weather.
Just not built, yeah.
Good job I'm not a weatherman.
But you are a bit Michael Fish, though, to be fair. Terry Fish, Michael Fish. Oh, my God, I've never put that together.
Here we are, the long-lost uncle, Michael Fish.
Who would you rather have as your dad, Andy Peters or Michael Fish?
Andy Peters, I think. So I can't wait to see on Wrestling Around Twitch, Michael Fish make an appearance this week.
Michael Fish, oh my God, that should be his trios team, Michael Fish and Andy Peters.
Okay, I do need like 8 new Davidsons today, which I've really overpromised on that one. So, so maybe that's
it. Joining me as well is Lou. So what are we doing?
I'm good, thanks, Ross. It is warm.
You're wearing a jazzy shirt, though.
I'm wearing a jazzy shirt, and I've been in the pub all afternoon, so we'll see how this goes.
So on the old seltzer,
feeling good. I've been on the beers,
well.
Ross. Now I'm on the water.
Oh, right.
How hot is it today?
To what?
Hot as balls.
So.
And joining me for the first time ever, we have.
Oh, sorry, Ross.
We've got a celebrity guest.
You hear that in the background? It's the rum drum. It's the rum drum.
You've really, right? So you've interrupted. So we've got a guest on for the first time ever. You've interrupted his introduction to your shitty rum drum.
Well, it took 10 seconds to load, which I didn't expect. So, like, when I started playing it was still my turn.
Joining me is if you've watched our Twitch stream, you'll know him. Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah, I am. I'm excited to take away all of Terry's charm and do what I usually do and just
rinse me.
This is it now. Terry Peters is getting kicked off, and Aaron Franklin's joining the team.
It's nice knowing you all.
I didn't want to do it on here, Peters, but I've just decided right now.
Understandable.
You had a good one.
Yes. God.
Yeah. So there we go. Peters, right? I'm doing a little quick stop here. So shall we do?
Because I'm being kicked out. That's why.
Who's getting kicked? Yeah.
We should just care a bit, shouldn't we? Just be like, yeah, sacked.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you've totally missed an opportunity there.
Well, we can still do it. We're doing Fusion. We'll do Fusion, like to see before you go, Peters.
Right, you're going to have to remind me who it is.
Yeah, right, because there's £10 on the line here. So we've got Reginald versus Kamala in a field over coasters.
That's it.
In a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Got it. How appropriate, because Money in the Bank ladder match on Sunday. Very good pay-per-view. Very bad pay-per-view.
Lou, you are the reigning champion. Do you want to go first or second?
I will let Terry go first, please.
So, as we know, Reginald likes a glass of wine every now and again, doesn't he? And on a hot day like today, he's enjoying a little fish dinner, isn't he, backstage, with a nice glass of white wine to wash it down. And, in a hot day, you get them sort of beads of moisture on the side of a glass. I don't really know what it's called.
Condensation.
That's the one.
Read a book.
Science. Bitch. That appears, and it runs down the glass, and it leaves little ring marks. Monica Geller is not happy at this either, by the way, but that's a story for another day. And then Kamala's walking backstage, and he ain't happy about it either. He's quite offended by these ring marks, to be fair, because they've ruined a lovely, lovely table backstage. It's the one that from Regal's office, where Kamala was dancing on it at one of the in events of was it WrestleMania 17?
It sure was.
Yeah. So Reginald's found that. He's brought it out and he's having a nice fish dish with a nice cold glass of white wine. And like I said, Kamala's walked backstage and he's happy that he's damaged his table that he stole off Regal. So because of that, he sends him a coaster, doesn't he, in the post. And Reginald doesn't like this. So for weeks and weeks and weeks, Reginald's then going around and leaving ring marks on everything that Kamala owns. So Kamala comes down to the ring with Kimchi, and Kimchi calls out Reginald. And Reginald comes out the stage. And do you remember how back in about 2006, Pooh flew from the stand on top of the McMahons from DX? This time, coasters rained down upon Reginald.
It's pretty dangerous, that.
Exactly. Well, this is where we get to. This is where we get to. And as Money in the Bank is coming up, and the coasters are falling from the sky, Reginald puts 2 and 2 together and comes out with 5. Because he comes out with Money in the Bank briefcase. Don't know where that's appeared from, but he's got one. And he puts a coaster in it to show Kamala a bit of class, carrying it around in a coaster. And because they've rained from the sky, he wants Kamala now to try and reach to the sky to get this coaster from the briefcase in Money in the Bank. So there's a side quest within the Money in the Bank ladder match. You now have to these two have to fight over the coaster to start with before the Money in the Bank ladder match commences. And then the winner of the coaster in the bank gets into Money in the Bank. But Reginald is very dirty about this. He plays the same trick on Kamala when he comes down to coaster in the bank. And coasters rain down upon Kamala. Reginald quickly sneaks up the ladder, wins, then goes on to win Money in the Bank. But then Kamala comes out in the title shot and screws him and places a coaster under his unconscious little Swede. And champion remains of his challenge Roman Reigns, who is the head of the table. And that table originally was Roman Reigns. So Kamala is now part of the tribe.
Christ.
That's actually quite good. I'm concerned.
There you go.
I don't believe you've made that up just right now.
I have.
Well,
That's very good.
We're going, Luke. It's your chance to
rebuttal. I like mine to be realistic, though.
Yeah.
Which I've struggled with this week because Kamala's dead. But don't worry.
Yeah, but so is Reginald according to St. Peters now.
I factored the fact that Kamala's dead into the storyline.
Oh, God.
So,
oh, God.
Get prepared, right? So Kamala and Reginald are backstage because she's like, why you working for me at one point before you started like shagging Nia Jax or whatever up in there. And it's like, oh, yes, I was. Would you like some wine, Kamala? And then Kamala tastes the wine, spits it out. And she's like, not good enough. And then she storms off. And Reggie's like, who does she think she is, the president of the United States? And then you hear a voice in the back going, no, but I'm the vice president of the United States. And it's Kamala Harris.
Nice.
Who's coming in. So that's what we're doing here. And then,
who is probably the most opposite WWE person you can think of politically.
Yeah, but she's there. So Kamala Harris is there. Reginald's like, Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States. What are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I'm actually here to qualify for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Because,
it's now wrestling around Wrestling Federation.
One title's not enough for me, yeah. So Reginald's like, don't worry, I got you back. Would you like some wine? She's like, yes, thanks, Reginald. Then they go off, right? So that's SmackDown that night. And then the week after, there's Carmella's there. She's like, Reginald, right? We should make amends now. This isn't. We need to be friends again. This isn't good enough. I want you to serve me my wine. And he's like, no, I can't. I'm with Kamala Harris now, Vice President of the United States. So she's like, oh, this is a bit annoying. So she flips the table, and then a coaster flies. So I mentioned the coaster now. And then next week. It's like this is the Friday before Money in the Bank now. So Kamala Harris wins her qualifying match against Liv Morgan.
That's a brave one to go against.
Yeah. Well, the fans don't like it, do they? But that's just what happened, right?
Kamala Harris is now going to get booed.
Yeah. Well, she might get booed, but right. So then she's like, "Yeah, I'm the Vice President of the United States, bitch. I can do what I want, right?" Beats The coaster lands because the coaster flew off the week before, but Carmella flips it that high that it just lands. And it lands, and Carmella's like, new assistant, new wine person, could you please pick up my coaster? And who picks it up? But her new wine assistant, President of the United States, Joe Biden. So I don't know where I'm going. It's really
Jesus Christ.
So he gets the money in the bank, and basically they're scrapping. So who else is in there? Like Natalia, Tamina, a few else. No hoppers. They're all in there, right? But it gets to a point where Reginald, right? Everyone's down. Reginald's like, he's going to GM's Ellsworth it. He's going to go and win it for Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. And Injustice is going up. He's reaching the briefcase, and then Biden gets in and goes, "Stop! Is this really what we want our countries to be?" And Reginald goes, "No, mate, it's not. Let me get you a pint." So he goes and gets a pint, puts it down on the coaster, and you look at the coaster closely, and it's the seal of the United States of America. What? It's mad.
Right. Are you done? Are we done?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I hope you was listening, Aaron. I'm going to throw it to you. I'm going to let you make the decision.
Aaron's here twice now. That's what's happening.
Well, this is how important the decision is.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with Lou.
Thank you. Thank you.
For two reasons. So, first reason, because Rob can't turn up for a full show.
Yes.
True.
Second reason, I really appreciated Lou's patriotism to the United States of America.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm glad to see you know the rules.
Because obviously I mentioned Kamala today, really. His lifeless body falls down the end.
Oh, God. Oh, that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right, it's free now, then.
I feel as though there was a screw job there.
So, Peters, you know the rules, Peters, and, you not being here is taken into account.
In the words of Rick Astley, you know the rules, and so do I.
That's not the words I was expecting you to say, but I appreciate it. Right, let's find out what we're doing next week then. I've added some more wrestlers. So,
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
we've got Edge.
Okay, I can do this.
Edge.
Yeah.
I've got no writing instrument.
He's going against.
You never remember anyway. Don't worry about it.
I used to
going
lay
against-
down and do it straight there, and then I've got no writing instrument.
Edge versus Buff Bagwell.
Amazing.
Oh, God.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Buff Bagwell's not dead.
Oh, no, I'm getting him mixed up with Canyon.
They are fighting over
Judy Bagwell on a pole.
a good pillow. So
Is that a brand, or is it just one of those pillows?
it's a good pillow.
Right.
Is that
And
one of
yes, it's happened.
Oh,
Brown
no.
panties.
There have been for some reason it says Brian Panties match, 3 stages of hell. So,
For God's sake. So hang on, is this 3 stages of Brian panties? Just 3 Brian panties?
that's what it sounds like.
Oh, for God's sake.
So it's the
So
3
first
stages.
stage, so first stage, let's just get this straight. So first stage is Brian panties.
I'm pretty sure all stages of Brian
Second
Panties.
stage is Baron panties.
Yeah, but they have to be
Third.
different themes.
Third stage is, oh my God.
So it's like a fulfill your fantasy battle royal.
Yeah.
At least the pillow can play into the Brian panties theme, depending what angle
So you
coming
could
at
have
this
like
from.
your Playboy Brian Panties. You could have
Schoolgirl. French
some
maid.
French maid. Yeah, what is the one? Ness was on the games.
Yeah.
On it.
Evening
Can't believe they're
gown.
actually on the games. Evening gown. The choice is yours, but it has to be Edge versus Buff Bagwell, and it has to involve a good pillow.
Right.
If you're wondering where a good pillow comes from, basically the objects are. I googled like household objects, and there's like the top 50 objects you need when you're moving house.
You don't want to take a bad pillow, do you?
Well, this is it.
Yeah.
But I changed my pillows, and I had a bad neck for about 2 months because there were too plump.
Interesting.
So obviously my head had got used to because I'm a two pillow man. I'm a 2 pillow man. 'Cause one pillow's not enough, is it?
Is anyone a 1 pillow person?
I don't know.
It depends if it's a good pillow. If you got like a memory foam one or something, or one of those like specialist ones, I could see it.
But a 2 pillow, and basically my head was in the wrong direction. And I went, bad neck.
But speaking of household objects, Ross, I've seen something pretty important really that I need to raise.
Go on.
I'm sick, and this is I'm going to start a campaign right now to ban these.
Yeah.
Sick to death of pointless LED lights on objects in your bedroom.
Well, like,
Because they just shine.
yeah, but what?
And it's just too bright, isn't it? So I've got one on my fan, right? And it's a white fan. It's got like a red little light on it that tells you it's on. Like I know it's on because it's blowing at me. Don't need the. And the whole fan glows. So I got this like, I just got it, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was just a demonic blade swelling at me. So I had to cover it in socks.
We had to cover them.
And I've got a tower fan. I've got a beanie hat on the top of it just to block those lights because they're stupid lights. Then I've got my phone charger. It's got Gorilla Tape over it to block those lights. I don't like lights. I want to sleep.
I know. I agree with that though. I'm a big fan of pitch black.
Yeah, you had the fucking worst phone charger in the world at one point, Ross.
Which one?
It had a blue light on it that may as well be the torch.
So that was.
I wasn't sleeping that night.
Was that the charger? No, that was the.
Don't know what it was. It was blue.
That was my brick on it. That was my portable charger. Well, them used to have a light on.
I've just covered everything in tape, and I've just got socks placed in like random places of the bedroom now.
So stop putting lights on things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know it's on though? How do you know it's working?
It's blowing at you. Put a ribbon on it, like old school. Tie a ribbon.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know about that because I think some things need lights on.
The torches.
Some stuff needs
Stuff that like needs a light. Other than that, no, I don't need a light.
What if you're in the dark? It's getting hot. You've put a fan on and you're practicing your rhythmic dance routine, and you chop your hand off because you don't know where the fan is.
The fan's got a cage on it, hasn't it? Come on, Ross.
But what if you knock? So right, okay then. What if you knock the fan over, and then it blows up, and your shirt comes off? It goes over your head, and then you fall off your mezzanine.
Well, I've done that once, but
So, yeah, but you'd know where the fan was because of the LED.
It's just demonic. I mean, I'm living in the city centre.
How far close to your head is it?
Actually, it's on the bedside table.
Oh, it's like not it's not like swinging down in front of you.
No, I've got one fan. I've got a big tower fan at the end of the bed. Then I've got a desk fan on the bedside table.
Well, do you know what I say to you? Stop sleeping so close to your fans.
That needs to be cool.
Block it out. What fan did you get, actually? Because I've been looking at fans, and I've been doing some research, and the Zoronado is supposedly the best one.
I don't know what it is. Do you know, I'll find it, and this is great content in it.
Is it quiet? Is it a quiet fan?
Well, it said it was quiet, Ross, on the description, but it wasn't that quiet.
How many decibels? Obviously, because we know now you've got it strapped to your head.
I do have a decibel count on my phone, but I've never actually tried it. How do you get on your orders? There we are. Click on orders. That's it. It was Faccia. Did you say? What did you say? Zucchini.
Zoronado.
Okay.
Zucchini. That's a courgette.
Faccia air circular.
Yeah, right.
She's a fan.
Well, Zoronado's supposed to be really quiet.
We've got a fridge master.
As quiet as the Dyson fans, but like half the price.
Unless Brexit. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happened this week in wrestling? Fans are back.
They are. They're back. Did you see Vince?
Didn't he say
Where the hell you been?
Yeah.
Because I goes, where the hell have you been? And it just leaves again. Great stuff.
It's peak Vince, isn't it?
Classic fans. I've heard SmackDown was quite good, but then SmackDown's always quite good. I have not seen it myself.
It was good. There wasn't as many surprises because Finn Balor came out after about 40 minutes and everyone was like, shit, it's going to be like SmackDown after WrestleMania. But that was the only big surprise.
Davey Boy Smith?
No, he was on a dark match.
Oh, was he?
Signed that, didn't he?
Well, Davey Boy Smith Jr., not the actual David. That'd be a huge surprise. That'd be like Kamala again, wouldn't it?
They'd be like one of your stars.
Dropping down that way. Like, see when the rest of the Wrestling Federation, yeah.
He signed, though, hasn't he?
But yeah, he signed, yeah. And he's not going to UK.
10 years he's been away.
And he's only 35 now.
Yeah. I thought he was older than that.
He first signed when he was 12.
I will always remember him for coming out an hour after everybody else in that Battle Royal at World of Sport and then not even winning. So he cheated, he came out, he waited till everybody else was out, and he didn't even win.
Do you remember when he was on Hogan Knows Best and Hulk was like, hey bro, do you want to shake my daughter? And he's like, yeah, all right. But Brock won't have any of it.
I guess he fits Hogan's type, doesn't he?
Oh, he's white.
Yeah.
It's not a basketball game.
You said it. I'm not going to say it. I was going to put a bit of nuance in there, but no, you just went out.
You know what I mean? Like, it's if Hogan's going to tell us not a racist, he's already told us he is, isn't he? So who do you believe?
Two sides of every story, and only one could be true.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
But yeah, the fans are back and it's pretty cool. And yeah, Money in the Bank is tonight as we record this, but obviously it will have already happened.
What do we think then? What do we think? Let's see if we're right.
Well, we're going to look stupid if we don't get it right, aren't we? So,
Well, this is it then. So we'll just say all 8 or whatever it is in it, and then we'll find out what we.
Women's is going to be.
I think it's not going to be. It's not going to be Liv Morgan.
No, because that'd be too early.
She's not going to be here.
She's they're doing the whole Daniel Bryan thing, so she won't win it. She'll win the Rumble. Don't worry about it.
That would be so.
It's going to be Charlotte Flair probably. I don't know. She'll get it
because she just wins everything.
Charlotte Flair.
And then the men's is going to be Bill Goldberg.
Drew McIntyre. Yeah, I wanted it to be Big E, but it's going to be Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
I'm a bit bored of Drew McIntyre now, lads.
See, Peters is bored of Drew McIntyre.
Well, that's because Peters is the IWC, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know, I agree with you, and I think he should be out of the picture for a while, but I don't think he will be.
What if, because all the fans are back and he's very excited, Vince. Yeah.
I will give you £200 if Vince wins Money in the Bank.
Hey, he's been ECW champion for us. He's been WWF champion.
Well, yeah, that is true, but I will give you £200 if Vince is.
I read a stat because obviously there's a rumors that Goldberg's coming back in there to face Lashley.
Because they didn't want Lesnar to lose.
Yeah, but if he wins that match, he'll be older than when Vince won the title.
Yes.
He'll be the oldest ever WWF champion.
Who are you saying is going to win it then, Peters?
The men's?
Either. Let's do both.
Let me have a quick look who's in it.
To me,
God, I thought he was ready, Peters.
Money in the Bank. I'm not a fan that they had to be announced in the women's and just announced Tamina. What the fuck's that about? The men's, I would like it to be King Nakamura. But
Kingsuke. Did they call him Kingsuke? Because they should.
No, they did for a bit, Ross, but everyone hated it.
I think it could be Seth.
Do you really?
Yeah.
It's easy to think it's going to be.
And then I think Rebecca will come back. And, well, yeah, they'll be champs together.
Oh.
I think she'll make an appearance.
Do you know when you said Rebecca then? I did not think of Becky Lynch. I immediately went to Rebecca Adlington because apparently she's my default Rebecca. So
that's
a weird Rebecca to be default Rebecca.
So,
she's debuting in Wrestling Federation.
She's got the shoulders.
Yeah, she does.
Women's. Did you pick Charlotte Flair for the women's?
Yeah, she's not in it.
She just wins everything. She wins everything. Becky Lynch won the Rumble.
Yeah, true.
Becky Lynch in it, yeah.
I would like Alexa Bliss to win it.
You are not the internet today, are you? You're on it, say now.
I would like Alexa Bliss to win it, but I think it might be Asuka.
Shit.
2 years in a row.
I like Asuka, but that would be shit.
She won it last year, didn't she? Maybe not.
She didn't even really. Well, she won the title instead, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll stick with Asuka. I would like it to be Alexa because I think Alexa needs to get away from this fiend character now and just go back to how she was because she was very.
She didn't want to, does she? She wants to carry on this character.
Yeah, I don't think it. I'm not a fan of it.
I'll let her know.
You do that.
Aaron, who are you saying?
I'd like it to be Alexa.
But
I don't know. I really like a new gimmick. I really like it. I'm not bored of it yet. Like obviously Terry is. I think Becky Lynch again. She's going to make a comeback tonight. She has been rumored to be there tonight. But yeah, I think it's probably going to be Asuka. I'll be honest. I just think Vince hadn't had enough of her yet, has he? He loves her.
They've only got out 3 women who win things in the division, haven't they? So
yeah, it's either going to be Asuka or it's going to be Flair.
One of them is Lou's pick. And
what if she's not in it?
Match, so.
I tell you, would have been a better surprise. I don't know because that TBA has been filled now, I know, which is rubbish. Because Tony Storm's debuting on SmackDown next week.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Straight into the top.
With Finn Balor.
But I think Alexa. I think she might get. I think the Fiend's going to come back tonight and fuck her over. Not actually, genuinely, because
kids are watching.
yeah.
Did you see that someone tweeted him on Twitter the other day and he said, "Oh yeah, I'll be back soon."
Yeah. So I think it's like he very much needs the fans, otherwise it's just a bit weird, isn't it, with the Fiend?
Yeah,
Not let him down.
it's a bit like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same with his retirement with no fans there.
Yeah.
No, that was really sad, actually.
I was a little bit disappointed that my prediction about the Undertaker didn't come true.
I think it was something with that. There was no Stone Cold out, was there?
No, it's in Dallas on Monday, though, isn't it? Like, SmackDown's a good enough show that you don't need all the bells and whistles. Raw.
Yeah, Raw is shit. Isn't it?
Yeah, Raw is terrible.
You need like a full 8.
But I think with Taker
just bells and whistles.
Taker being from Houston, I was expecting it.
Yeah.
We're done with Taker now, I think.
Sorry, Death Valley.
Yeah, some Patson Dona there or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
Spooky Scancross, this is.
Spooky Skank.
Spooky Skank still haunts my nightmares.
Well, Spooky Skank cost me I think I had 13 viewers at one point, and it went down to 3 when he came out. So maybe I'm going to have to retire the character.
I still think the Spooky Skank is one of my greatest ever inventions.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's carrying you on wrestling around weekly Wednesday wrestling. I'll be honest with you.
That is true, Pete. I don't think
If it weren't for the Spooky Skank, you would have lost every single match.
Yeah, I don't think Peters has got the actual pin yet. It's always been the Spooky Skank.
Yeah, didn't qualify for Bob in the Bank as well, which may have been a mistake on my part. I may have lost that match accidentally, but it's not in.
But we'll go through them in a minute.
Yeah.
But I do have some else.
Oh god, here we go. There we go.
And it does involve the one half of former Heavy Machinery, fucking Tucker. I'm sick of him.
What?
Right? I'm absolutely sick of him. He's been on another podcast. I told him not to go on anymore.
He did last week. Actually said it.
And he's still going on him.
He didn't listen.
I want him to come on here. I will debate that man.
He wasn't one of the 10 listeners. Anyway, go on.
Well, he should be. He's just Dave Meltzer and Sidgwick. He went on another podcast and he said Vince didn't like his ideas. Or he said that his ideas to Vince. Vince said they were good ideas and nothing happened. And I don't think he did. Tucker. I'm sick of all these people. All right, it's not just against Tucker.
Right. Feels like it's very much against Tucker now.
It just happens. He's the one who was running his mouth. And...
it turns out that Tucker's from Ashburn, Georgia, so it could have been him. Just listen.
King Tucker.
Hey.
And he's just running his mouth. And I'm just sick of all these ex-WWE wrestlers going on to saying, I had all these great ideas. Well, do you know what, Tucker? You was never going to do anything because you're absolute dog shit.
But no, he had that good match.
What good match?
He won
scandalous claim.
He won Wrestler of the Week in the we watched it in the Elimination Chamber.
I didn't watch it.
He did that jump. We did a review on it, Russ.
Tucker was not ever going to do anything, was he? Because he's crap. Because he was lucky that his partner had some charisma.
But you could have. Do you think they should at least, right, just to play devil's advocate now for old Tucker? What do you think? They should have at least done a feud with him, notice. Don't think that's a bit weird.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but was Tucker ever going to win that? No. What would he have done? It just got generic heel music, and it just been generic heel jobber.
He had a haircut. He had wore his weird gear, and he was in the Battle Royal.
I'm just sick of all these ex-WWE wrestlers saying, I should have been world champion. No, he was lucky to be there in the first place. So just be happy that you was there and then go out and make a difference. But you probably won't because you took it and you're crap and nobody will ever want you again. Go to Impact, do the same promo that I should have been here. I'll go to AEW and do the same promo, WWE into it, and all the fans are going to pretend you're a good wrestler. Sean Spears. And then you're going to be on the same place in the card anyhow. I'm just sick of him.
Yeah.
Just sick of him. Not every wrestler deserves to be WWE champion. It's okay. Just shut your mouth.
He was 7 foot, big meat castle, everything that Vince wanted, right?
Oh, what an absolute personality sponge, Big Cassett's. He's got nothing, has he?
I mean, I thought he was doing well in Impact now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, well done.
Hey, Impact had a song anniversary last night. There's some exciting stuff happened.
Yeah, Jay White
turned up for us, so Ross is like, who?
I know, I did Switchblade, seen him.
He was there. Chelsea Green, someone else.
That's twice. Mickey James.
No way, Jose.
Oh, Mickey James as well. Sorry, right. I've got another film.
Oh, no. Right, go on.
Sick of her as well.
What's she done, Ross?
She said that WWE Evolution not the group with Triple H, the pay-per-view, was set up to fail. And she said it wasn't very good. And I don't agree.
Good.
I don't agree with her. I don't think it was set up to fail.
Right, I'm just playing devil's advocate against you now. It was a shit card. It was a good show, but the card on paper was rubbish.
Yeah, but I don't think they set it up to fail.
You had like Sasha Bailey like a random six woman, obviously.
Yeah, but they didn't do that to fail, did
Nikki
they?
Bella headlined.
Nikki Bella is the longest reigning Divas champion.
Yeah, we're not in the
No.
no,
Give it some kayfabe. She is the longest reigning women's champion.
I don't care, so do they?
But what I'm saying is, Mickie James, and she wanted to bring a country gimmick.
Hardcore country.
This is why Vince McMahon has the final say on all the gimmicks. Otherwise, you end up with fucking
Manta.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. No, but otherwise, you end up with whatever that Luchasaurus fella is, and that alien, and the chairman. Sorry, Sean Spears is taking a lot here, but I'll never forgive him for replacing Samoa Joe when I was waiting in line.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
Yeah,
definitely. Was you there? Was that you were there, Bill?
Yeah, Terry Peters was there.
Yeah,
I was too busy meeting Edge, so sorry.
It's just, I'm sick of them. You know, this is why you don't deserve nice things, because you can't come up with anything good or original. So there we have it.
Yeah, there we go. Ross's 2 rants. Bonus rant. I made up for the other week when I couldn't remember what my rant was. But it was probably about Tucker. Oh yeah.
Mickie James is the female Tucker. Sick of her as well.
Wow.
But she's just not. Right. Mickie James, you was the best wrestler when there was all models. Yeah, well done for that. It's like being the world's tallest midget. Nice one. don't mean anything, does it? You know what I mean?
No, don't mess.
This guy.
I'm going to interject here. I'm just going to interject. Ross does have a point.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you were going to disagree with him then.
Yeah, I thought you were going to disagree.
When all the women who actually wrestle properly, and now she's nowhere near the top, and she deserved to be anywhere near the top, and she was lucky she hung around for as much as she did. Yes, it was sad that her clothes were there in the garbage bag or whatever it was, but no one really gives a shit.
Where do you compare it to Natalia?
No, because Natalia is better. She's all, but is it in ring? Yes, but she's just the worst person.
But what about Mickie James? Did that match with Asuka that time? It was good.
Yeah, go on then. Do another one.
Well, the Trish feud, good.
How long was she there for? Ages. What did she ever do? Nothing.
She was like a 6-time champion. She beat Candice for sure, probably. I don't know.
Well, do you know what I mean? Yeah, she was the top wrestler when there was all rubbish. But when women's wrestling caught up, she's nowhere near.
Yeah,
she's not one of the best of all time. Don't even say she is.
She'd be in the Hall of Fame, easy.
Yeah, she'd be in the Hall of Fame because Torrie Wilson's in the Hall of Fame.
What's the Hall of Fame nowadays, though? In all honesty.
Oh, wait, the Godfather is in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, hang on. Go back into the Godfather.
I like how you had Aaron on side for a second, Ross, so you just went too far, didn't you? Yeah.
As always.
We Godfather bullshit. And
William Shatner's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the celebrity wing. Don't get me started on this. This is my rant now. He's a celebrity wing, and he's doing some good stuff. Do you remember that promo?
Hillbilly Jim. Hillbilly Jim's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's not a legend. He goes on for too long.
Yeah, let me tell you something, JR.
And then didn't tell JR anything. Why did he keep pointing JR out in the crowd?
No, it's like, you know, when like you're in a group of friends and you only know one of them. Like you've got like what your friends like invited you out. It's like John, going out with all my other mates, and you only know him, right? You always just talk about them, don't you? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've never been on a night out where I'm receiving an award in front of 1,000 people.
I think, do you know what? It's about time we did this. Terry Peters, you sacked.
Bye.
Subject of a sacking.
You are the subject of a sacking.
I am
just before we go, so I've got the main man himself on the phone.
See, this is what Aaron brings, Terry Peters, and you've never brought anything like that in over a year.
Main man, Vincent Kenny McMahon, on the phone, officially sacking you.
Yeah.
Where the hell you been?
Where are your contacts, Peters?
Bye.
Right, yeah, bye. See you never.
Absolute good riddance.
Going to play with 14-year-old boys on Switch.
That was. He's never going to be back again now.
After the court case, Christ.
Yeah.
Just wait till I show him the text messages I've been sending him.
You double down on that.
What else has happened this week in wrestling?
We had a good event of Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation Weekly Wednesday Wrestling Rounds that we
did.
Got for the results.
Have you got the results? Do you know
Yeah,
the results?
I have. It's the leaf, and I've got some new staffing news regarding Weekly Wednesday Wrestling as well, and Wrestling Around going forwards. So let's go for the results first. You were both there for the majority of the show. I appreciate it.
That's true. Yeah.
I appreciate the support from
always there.
Always there. Both of you are always there when you can be. Even when you can't be, you still make time.
Yeah, like the time I was doing my loft out, I was still there.
Oh, the
still
time
there.
you were driving back from Lincoln, which sounded dangerous, but I appreciate you. Joining.
I had the phone on my passenger seat, in my defence.
Yeah.
I was still there.
So what happened was Eric Rowan defended his henchman because he won, didn't he? Obviously, Eric Rowan defended against Karma Staff, and I can exclusively reveal that he will go 1-on-1 with Arn Anderson at Bob in the Bank tonight. Mm-hmm. Wow, what a match! And then we had the lethal lottery, so it was completely randomly selected tag teams tagging up.
Of course, yeah.
Winners go to Bob in the Bank. So the Big Bad Wolf and the Big Metal Gorilla beat the two Bobs, Bob Holly and Bob Ross. But Bob Holly and Bob Ross have said that they enjoyed the experience of tagging with each other, and they're now entering the tag team division going forwards.
Bobs. Yeah,
and I can exclusively reveal that they will be facing the Head Business tonight at Bob in the Bank. Bonus match.
What, if it was the number one contender? Chip?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then the Spooky Skank teamed with the mysterious McMeechy. We all remember. And they beat the human embodiment of pizza and Michael Buffer to qualify.
I can't remember. Did they win? Spooky Skank won. Spooky Skank is in them.
Yeah, there's a picture there. There you go.
You
get all the exclusive screenshots on the Twitter screen afterwards.
Yeah,
and then what was a bit of a turn up? Kermit the Frog and 2010 Chris Jericho defeated. And on the results, I put Randy Anderson, but it wasn't Randy Anderson at all. It was Terry Peters and Wilder John. Is Wilder John in the Peters bossy? We don't know, but they lost.
That would make sense.
Then the Triple H's defeated the Godfathers.
There's a bonus match.
And in the main event, friend of the channel, friend of the show, Adam Pacitti, tagged with, but he was very lucky to win. With his partner,
he went out.
Former All State manager Phil Brown. Yeah. And they defeated Randy Anderson and the Hamburglar, Arn Anderson, the Business Pig, and the Nesquik Bunny and Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, he went out first. Hold on, Pacitti.
He did, but his partner won. He got fucked up there, I think, in the 2 minutes. There he is bleeding now. And I can exclusively reveal us that tonight, in the main event, because I just forgot to build to it completely, Randy Hogan will get a rematch against Carl Sanders in a steel cage. What? In a steel cage. Bob in the Bank is final. KFC in the Bank, 8 new people. We've got the tag team contenders match now, and we've got the henchman title. So that's a good showing. But the big news is that the Red Shoes has had a hard time recently. There's a lot going on. Like, people keep trying to pin people on top of trucks, even though he clearly states false. Oh, that's another one. Samoa Joe and the Bear King and then the Whopper Challenge tonight, and the final chance for Samoa Joe. People keep trying to pin on the top of the truck, and he's like, no, it's false getaway except for the truck, like obvious classic stuff version.
Yeah, classic.
So he needs a bit of assistance. So I can exclusively reveal that referee Randy Anderson is going to be the assistant to Red Shoes going forwards, and also that he said he's going to provide the staging and the setup for tonight's show.
Right,
and he says it's going to be spectacular.
Oh, right. Well, you said it now.
Yeah, we've said it now. So,
you've already done that.
Randy Anderson is organising it.
I'll be honest. I am still waiting for Phil Brown to become general manager.
Well, at the moment it's an active competitor, but will he win Bob in the Bank? We don't know.
Could be the world champion, couldn't he?
He'd have to face Red Shoes, who's the head referee and general manager of the moment.
I also like the fact that Lou, you definitely got the black and amber on. Tigers, Phil Brown's Black and Amber Army.
Exactly. So they could win it. Like, this shirt I bought because it looked like a Hull City shirt, but it's not.
Is it a polo shirt?
It's sort of polo. It's from like a soccer fashion collection. I know this.
Is it made out of the same material as a football shirt?
No, it's like a t-shirt. But this is the Netherlands.
Oh,
yeah, don't look that Netherlands.
Doesn't look very Dutch, does it?
Does it? I think it's because it's got orange on it. Us. That's why.
Yeah,
but it looks like it should be a City away shirt.
I would be happy with that. Not this year, because the City's away shirt this year is the nicest shirt I've ever seen.
It's glorious, and it's going to be so easy to make them probably. But I'm excited.
I can't wait. I genuinely going to buy it.
Yeah, but you got.
I would be happy. We'll get it for free. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
I would be happy if that was the away shirt or the third shirt. I would be happy for that to be the third shirt.
Yeah, but no, it's just it's a polo shirt, but it's got like a football collar, but it's t-shirt material. It's going to blow your mind, isn't it?
Is it long sleeves or short sleeves?
Short sleeve, Ross. Come on, it's boiling out. Yeah, it's massive.
No, I did think.
That's why there's like all these beads of sweat coming down my throat.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, I know.
It is hot. And I am disgusting myself with how sticky I am.
Well, you said at McDonald's. It shouldn't help.
I had hot and spicy. No, the McSpicy, the new one.
Yeah, that's just absurd.
It's not a spicy. You know, McDonald's are making it out like it's going to blow your head off. It's just like a zinger.
But is it a chicken? Is it chicken?
Chicken, yeah.
Okay.
Too much mayo on mine.
You don't get many spicy beef burgers, do you?
I had to get a.
I tried the mixed. I tried the McSpicy the other day, and it's got a kick to it. It's not overly spicy like
it's
people
not.
are saying.
It's not mentally spicy because there was like the old thing, wasn't there? The old McDonald's thing, the McSpicy challenge, but it's just a mildly hot burger.
Yeah.
I had an air rumble through though. Good stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Nice. They're back on.
I don't know. I didn't know that was off.
Yeah, I think they flipped it to him. Did they still do the M&M's one? Right, way in the past now.
Oh, smart, isn't it?
Smart
is Kit Kat and Oreo are the like sort of basic bitch ones.
Yeah, I always go for it. I'll be honest, I always go for Oreo. Can't go wrong with an Oreo and ice cream.
I had a Kit Kat one, thinking it was going to be delicious, and it wasn't. It was all right. I mean,
well, Kit Kat's a bit of a bland chocolate bar, anyway. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You have a Kit Kat at work because it's inoffensive.
Yeah.
Doesn't get all over your desk.
Kit Kat's like the Terry Peters, really, of their chocolate bars.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas you have like a Lion bar, it like someone's like, who spilled all this caramel and like, nuts everywhere. Someone's like else, it's like it's Lou. Someone else is like, you got to clean it up, Lou. Whereas, you've been suspended for 2 weeks. Just, things like that happen all the time, don't they?
Have you ever had a Lion Bar cereal?
Yeah, it's just sugar.
It is, yeah, but it's up there with the top cereals, isn't it?
It's all right, yeah. It was all right, Russ.
I've not had it in a while, but it's.
Did they make it anymore?
I don't know. I don't shop at a supermarket where you can buy it though.
No, you just go to the farmer's market.
Got to get that fresh produce.
Yeah. Goes down. Guess it's calm. Next minute. you sound like the type of person who would do that. Go, I've made my own cereal now. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it? Yeah, just toast corn.
Get some corn, get a bit of maize.
Don't know why everyone just toast their own corn in the garage. If anyone was going to do it on his call, it'd be you, Raz.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. If it would save me some money, I would do it. I could sell it to
just so you tell people that you do it.
No, my go-to cereal these days is Aldi's own Crunch Nut Clusters.
Mine's toast.
You got to cereal. Does the milk not make it soggy?
Toast the milk. Yeah.
I don't have cereal. We at work just tend to order bacon and sausage sandwiches every morning. So as you can tell, a salesman with an unhealthy diet.
Well, it's always good to have one, isn't it?
Sure is.
A good bacon sausage sandwich. Is it from like Burger Van or is it homemade or what's going on?
Oh no, we try and stay local. So we've been trying out all the local establishments in Lincoln, but we've found that as soon as they get comfortable with your business, the sandwiches go downhill. So we're trying to mix it up at the minute.
Gotta keep on the toes, on you.
Yeah.
So as soon as you start using one person and use them for like a week or two, and they're like, no, yeah, we'll just send some shit sandwiches out.
Yeah.
Arsehole. It's like, right, fuck you. We're gonna try somewhere else, and we're gonna stay with them for like a couple of days, and then just mix it up a bit.
Mix it up, yeah. Keep on the toes, because I don't like it when you can. They know you. Like one time, when I used to work at Nursery back in the day, I'm just giving out more details of my personal life.
Everyone knows who you are now.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to go to this like sandwich shop every Saturday before City because he used to finish at 2. City kicked off at 3. At one point, the woman I had a turn to a mate who was working there. I was like, this guy always gets bacon. So I ordered sausage because that's just the type of guy I am.
Two things that you didn't want sausage.
Nah, want bacon. I was like, I'm not having you guess. I just don't want to be a bacon sandwich guy. You know what I mean?
Here he is, bacon sandwich again.
Yeah. But before we start on to invasion, because I know Terry Peters is tearing his grave at this point. How long
it doesn't matter anymore because he's no longer an employee of Wrestling.
I went out with my he's not his sacked, isn't he? Yeah, that's true. I went out with my mate on in Leeds the other night.
Was he or was he not part of the baked potato gang?
No, he's not part of the baked potato gang.
So you admit the baked potato gang was his name?
No, because no one is. It's not a thing. But went out with a few pints. So I went out to his end of town, like Meanwood, further away. So I had to get an Uber back. So I was like, I'm going to order it. You know, I went out, finished work at 7, went straight out. I didn't have any, it's getting back, it's like 11. It's like, I've got to order a takeaway on the way home. I'll be there when I get there. So I get home by like 20 past 11. Midnight is still not there. Then I see an email from Just Eat being like, oh, we're trying to contact you. Because it turns out that I had accidentally, because I've been often using Just Eat in Hull. I accidentally left my parents' phone number on my Just Eat order. So my parents luckily were aware. But when they do get back, they're going to have several confused answer phone messages. They're like, oh, sorry to be a takeaway. Your fucking pizza. All right. So I tried ringing 5 times, left a message, and I was like, oh, sorry for the email, mate. Sorry about that.
So did you get your pizza in the end?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, right. Was it
nice?
nice?
I got a Parma, actually. Parma.
Was it stone cold?
No, it was really warm, actually. It was piping hot. I got a double, which I did not need. So it made for a good lunch as well.
I thought you were going to say you'd ordered it to that address.
Well, I thought, that's why at least I'd not done that. At least they arrived at the right place, but they had because no one could ever find my flat. What you have to do is go straight down Church Street and then take it down Jeff Shepard's.
I genuinely thought that Jeff would be coming home from his holiday and it's just a mouldy piece.
That'd be it, yeah. No, they thought that as well when I told them. I was like, the next day, I rang them. I was like, you may have like some really odd answer phone messages.
What if you got like really angry and really abusive?
He might have done for all I know. He just said to me, you need to change your number on Just Eat. And that was it. And I was like, yeah, sorry about that, mate. He went, fuck you. And I didn't really. And then drove off. Parma King in Leeds. Check him out.
Yeah, check. But if you do, make sure you're in. Make sure you're giving the right number.
Use promo code WRESTLE for 20%. No, I'm joking. That's not right. Try to negotiate.
Yeah. Right, mate. I know I missed you about, but how about...
Give some free publicity.
Yeah. How about you then start giving us money off? Because you would use the promo code.
I would use the promo code anytime. I'd use my own promo code, yeah.
I haven't got any Just Eat people in my town.
See, that is the worry in it of living in a small town.
Oh, really?
Because you live Ross, you used to live in there, anyway.
Yeah, I used to walk to the one in the square.
Yeah, I'm literally on the main road to Skegness. I can literally walk out my house in a minute and I'm at like 4 takeaways. So it's not horrendous, but it's the fact that if I'm sat in my pants, I don't want to be getting up and going for a takeaway.
Yeah, that's true. But I always feel better when I walk for it. Even if it's just like a minute walk and I'm out the house for 10 minutes, feel better.
Yeah.
I have ordered one. I ordered the takeaway once and the woman walked around with it.
Wow. Brilliant. Yeah, when I was a student in Sheffield, we ordered one from across the road. It took an hour to come. It would have been easier to walk in. But...
No, I can't fault the delivery time, but it was the fact I saw her walk off.
Yeah, it's got to get you. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I'm looking at moving house at the moment, but at the moment, because I'm in near the city, I can again. I know it's delivery address, and I don't know if I can.
I can get Nando's.
I can lose that. Oh, that is true. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Nando's is overrated, isn't it?
Oh no! There we go. Right. So Aaron is also being sacked.
It was nice to have you.
Oh.
No.
But it's all right, like as a meal. But people go on about it, so it's like the best thing ever. It's not, is it? It's average chicken.
It's fast food, isn't it? And that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's as good as lovely.
But I think it's pretty good though. It's up there with like Wetherspoons and that for good peri chicken, I reckon.
Oh yeah, in terms of
you just said it's up there with Wetherspoons. Are you trying to?
No, it's good. It's good quality stuff, I think.
It's nothing better than spoons, is it? Too good for a pan.
I hate myself when I go in one, but I will still go in them.
Well, they were like first with the apps, weren't they? Well, everyone's.
The app is brilliant.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that time when me and Aaron, the last time we saw each other in normal times, Aaron, when Spoons and Leeds, and There's massive queue at the bar.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry about it. Just get the app, bring you up to here. It's great.
that was a pretty good night, that actually.
It was solid, that, wasn't it? I remember making a joke about like we might be ill soon or something, and then here we are.
Last January that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, right before it happened.
Christ. And 2 years later, here it is.
We've seen each other once since then. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's Freedom Day tomorrow, isn't it? So
sure is.
so we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
It's Freedom Day, but everyone's isolated.
We'll enjoy lockdown free. And
Yeah, they're talking about lockdown free, aren't they?
yeah. I know before. Yeah, I forget about that month one. The month one was more like the little, you know, like when you have like 2 major films and you put like a little YouTube video out just to explain what happened in between.
Yeah.
That was like the November lockdown on it, I think. And then we had the big one. The big second sequel was in January.
Yeah.
There we are.
Cool. Shall we do some wrestling?
Go on then.
Shall we do some wrestling?
We've been here for like an hour now. We've got a full show to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing WWF Invasion. It was in 2001, up on July 22nd.
Oh, fuck
Is
it.
that the Gund Arena, Cleveland, Ohio? 17,000 people there. What was special about the Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio?
It's where the Cleveland Cavaliers play. But also, no, it was where Vince that purchased WCW with
It's
him.
the simulcast, wasn't it?
Same one, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was the same stadium.
What were they eating, Lou?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm going to beat Ross to it. What were they eating? It's one of my favourite parts of the show.
Well, weirdly, I've just logged onto the website, and SmackDown is going to emanate from this Friday.
Is it still open then?
Still there, yeah, which is annoying because that's my get out clause, isn't it? Food. Oh, there's actually got a full section for food options. Let's have a look. Right, Simon's Burger Joint, but Simon with a Y. Fan Fuel.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that.
Fan Fuel, popcorn, peanuts, and soda. Launch Test Kitchen, but that's closed during Cavs and Monsters games. What's the point?
Launch Test Kitchen.
Launch Test Kitchen, but if you go and see the Cavaliers, forget about it.
Surely that's where they'd make most of the money.
You would think there's like 80 games a season, isn't there?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. Cleveland Market also closed during Cavs and Monsters games. Who are the Monsters?
Sorry, we can't make enough food for everyone. We're just gonna stay closed.
Yeah. Oh my God, get the fuck out! Right. 2 things. Right. There's a Brewdog there, which for America is pretty weird.
Yeah.
But I shit you not, there is a restaurant there called Quaker Steak and Lube.
What?
Please, you got to get some more information on this.
Quaker Steak and Lube. Another long-term partner of the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, which is what it's now called.
Does that mean something different?
Award-winning flavours and a completely renovated and expanded. Fans will be able to grab their favourite Quaker Steak and Lube dishes and wings before heading back to a nearby table.
What I'm imagining now is I go for a meal. I order, I don't know, a burger and chips for my meal. And alongside my meal, they're just giving me a pot of lube.
Yeah.
It's for after.
Like, oh, yeah, have a great night, guys. You know what I mean?
That was like...
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm pretty shocked by that. But yeah, other than the fact that you can get steak and lube, which...
Does that mean something else? Because did you hear about that finance firm?
Oh, Nonce Finance.
Nonce Finance, yeah. They're changing the name, aren't they?
Oh, I've heard Rob, Terry Peters owns that company.
Yeah, I mean, they are our cousins, aren't they? But well, I'm not going to say what I think about Americans because they're our listeners.
Yeah, they are literally 50% of our listeners, there, so please let's not insult them too much. Not again.
They're great. Yeah, long live the flag.
But yeah, apparently if you go to the arena, nothing's open if you're going there for basketball, which I assume most people will go for basketball.
Do people just go to Old Gundy for the other things?
Yeah, weirdly, because Derby Stadium has got Greg's in it that's closed on match days. And also, just random now, because I thought about it, MK Dons, they've got a hotel in their stadium, a DoubleTree. But you have to keep the curtains closed if there's a match on, unless you pay for a ticket. Yeah.
What is the point in that?
Yeah.
I reckon it's in case you get some awkward person just stood there having a wank in the window.
Which has happened before, hasn't it? In the Sky Dome. There's a hotel there, and like 2 people were like, and Vince was like, look at that, get the camera on that.
I've been signed him.
Look at all that beef. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing.
It's just gone downhill.
It was never up to us.
I blame myself.
Yeah.
The opening video package then.
Oh shit! Yeah, Invasion. Right, yeah.
Yeah, Invasion. We have to do wrestling.
Yeah.
I know you think we're here to do some sort of city podcast, but
Food and
we're here to do wrestling. The opening video package. World War II. What was all that about then? Good video package.
This. I really liked it.
So what was that all about? So the Nazis started kicking off a little bit. Mate, will you just calm down? And Hitler was like, actually, no, I'm not going to calm down. Well, what to?
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and then thank God for America coming over here and saving our ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that happened as well.
Otherwise, we'd always.
But yeah, it was a bit. It was an invasion, wasn't it? They were invaded.
Yeah, America, yeah, but you made it sound like the Americans are getting invaded. Who were they getting invaded by?
Japan. Right.
Oh, how well did that go? Not that well.
No, I've seen the film.
Pearl Harbor got bombed to shit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
I know what happened.
Oh no.
Just
Too soon.
I should let Terry edit this one, shouldn't I? Because he's going to take half the show out.
I don't know. It's not like they were having an actual invasion, though, was it? It's just a world war.
Yeah, I guess so. But the Nazis were like invading everyone left, right, and centre, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there's history around,
History around,
warring around.
I don't think we could get away with that. But did we enjoy the vid? It's always WWF. It's what they do. They do good vids.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it set up the show really well for what they wanted to obviously portray within the show. I thought it was good. It was enjoyable. Still a bit different. I think comparison nowadays the promos are rubbish.
They're not on the same level, are they?
No, you can't be Attitude Era promos.
Because they always pick like a random theme, but it makes it work sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When they do this, but yeah, it made it feel like, because like when you look at the card, like obviously WCW is like so underrepresented really in it compared to what it should be, but you just forget all that, don't you? Because you're like, fucking hell, it's WWF versus WCW tonight. Like that's how I thought as a kid. I didn't think like, where's all Bill in that?
I remember as a kid absolutely loving this and being worried that WWF would lose.
Yeah, you scared?
I was scared. Yeah. I have a weird relationship with wrestling.
That's it.
Including crying over Aretha Franklin at wrestling.
It's emotional.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
That's all we can say. On commentary team, we've got Michael Cole and JR, which was weird. Because JR was like the colour guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Odd dynamic.
I thought they would have got someone in from... Surely someone in WCW must have been like on a free...
Yeah, Anderson.
Didn't they have like... Yeah, Anderson. Didn't they have like Scott Hudson in that? Just like, like random... I mean, Shivani would have been the ideal one, obviously.
I think it needed a WCW or ECW perspective.
I always presumed it was Heyman on this one.
Well, he did this Survivor Series, eh?
Yeah.
He went back to it.
Yeah.
And it worked well, because I think you need one for both sides, surely.
Yeah, I thought you did. To make it more like a two companies warring against each other.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the whole point was that it was a WWF show, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then why have you got the WCW refs?
No, I can't answer everything. Speaking of WCW refs, right? Why weren't they wearing like the classic WCW attire? That's why I'm not. Why did they give them those polo shirts instead?
I don't know. They should have been in shirts. Oh, they gone. I think they went to that though, didn't they?
What did they? Should have put them in the blue shirts because no one was watching WCW at that point. Not even me. No. So they should put the blue WCW. You know, Randy Anderson. Where is he?
Yeah, Randy Anderson had to retire in '99 because of his cancer. Rest in peace, Randy Anderson. Right then, Lance Storm and Mike Garson against Edge and Christian. He pleases yourself.
I thought he was still alive. At that point, I know. Yeah. Anyway.
Outrageous. Lance Storm and Mike Garson didn't even get an entrance.
That was weird, wasn't it?
The first match of the card, the first WCW guys didn't even get an entrance.
But they didn't have any music for anyone, did they? Because Jimmy Hart has all the rights.
I was going to say, I wrote this down further on. I can't remember who it was, but I just put WCW music's terrible.
Yeah, I don't think they had the actual music. I think it was
it was terrible in WCW as well.
Oh, Jimmy Hart.
As much as a big WCW fan I am, the music was awful.
Yeah, right. So WWF wrestlers, you can remember loads of them. WCW, Kevin Nash, Goldberg.
NWO.
DDP.
DDP. Dun, 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 dun.
You can't really say NWO. Everyone was in the NWO. So they all...
Yeah, but everyone remembers the music.
all the roster.
At the Wolfpack. Sting.
What was Sting's music like?
When a man's heart is full of deceit, shrivels up, dies. And in this place is black replacement. I can't remember it goes exactly.
That's beautiful. Let's
skip that on it.
I think you should carry on.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest of it. If I read it out for you if you want. No, I won't read it out for you, but that was Sting.
Edge is the 2001 King of the Ring winner, and Christian's jealous and he thinks he's won it as well. This match then, 10 minutes. What did we think? Lou?
Yeah, it was all right. Like it was, I don't know, because it was just, I was very sad really that it was like the end of Edge and Christian, wasn't it? That was kind of what I was focusing on, because they were kind of in the middle of splitting up, but then they weren't really splitting up. And it was, I think Terry said this, it must have been before we started recording.
It was. I
think he was right that if Mike Awesome and Lance Storm would have won, one, you'd have been like, oh, shit, okay. But then also, two, they could have argued at each other, couldn't they? You'd like, added to a bit. But yeah, when he won by like a backslide, was it? Some sort of roll-up, wasn't it? Type thing. One like a proper,
so Christian speared Mike Awesome with the Awesome Bomb, and the Edge sort of lands on top of him.
Yeah.
Which was out of the two landing on top of pins, that was the best one. We'll get to Hugh Morris later on.
Oh yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Yeah, sure, it was good. It was a good pay-per-view opener, I think. Like they obviously work well together, don't they? Lance Storm can work with anyone. Obviously, Edge and Christian can. And Mike Awesome was there, so that was nice.
Mike Awesome was good. I liked Mike Awesome.
Yeah, it was a good. It's all right, opener, yeah.
Mike Awesome was amazing in ECW. I won't hear anything else.
Yeah, he should have come out as a fat chick Phil. That's really early in this.
He doesn't look right with short hair, does he?
Proper WCW stuff, I think.
The 70s guy.
70s guy, fat chick thriller, all those.
Canadian fella, wasn't he? Canadian guy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good opener.
Did you enjoy it, Aaron? What did you think of the first match?
It was all right. I like Lou said, it was a good opener. I remembered it when I started the pay-per-view and Lance Storm's there giving his promo, and I'm thinking this is a very good promo, and then because Lance Storm's not well known for good promos, is he? But I thought this one was quite strong, and then Edge and Christian interrupted. I thought, yeah, perfect timing. I think WWF at the time absolutely nailed it in regards to the point where they interrupted. Obviously, showing like Lance Storm and Mike Awesome are the heels, and Edge and Christian have kind of come to save the day. I thought it was a good match.
I agree. Look, to play devil's advocate to your point, that Mike Awesome and Lance Storm should have won.
Yep.
I know you're saying they could have been a thing, but I know they were splitting up, but Edge didn't realise they were splitting up at this point.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was the jealous, because Christian was jealous, but Edge didn't realise he's jealous until because it's the classic babyface, he doesn't see it coming.
Yeah.
So
I guess in that sense, yeah, because Christian won the match for Edge, didn't he? So that builds into that storyline.
Yeah.
I get that.
So that, long time.
So you think I was going to say, right? Because that Jay kept saying it was like a partisan crowd.
Yeah.
Towards the WWF. I finished out like a little away section. They've got everyone in for like Georgia or something. Say one section. Because I like WCW banners and stuff. They give them t-shirts and stuff. Like, hey. I guess they don't really do that in American sports today, but I reckon that'd have been well cool if they did that somehow. I don't know how you would manage to do it. Like the ECW shows later on. I don't know how they managed to get like all the classic ECW fans there. They must have had like a fan club or something that they could contact.
Yeah.
If they could have done that for WCW, so it was more like a split show.
Could have done it in the South, couldn't they?
You done it in the South, do it right in the cusp. Do it like Ashburn, Georgia or something like that, like right on the edge.
Is that on the edge, Ashburn, Georgia?
I don't know.
It's a top place, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah. That's the match then, 10 minutes. We're going to go on to Regal and Vince backstage. Obviously talking about, it's a war. We should point out at this point, Scotty Hottie has lost to Chavo Guerrero on Heat, so it's 1-1.
That's weird, because the babyface normally wins, don't they? I'm pretty sure.
On Heat, I don't know.
Yeah. Heat on MTV, no less for us.
Yeah. I mean, everyone forgot about it, and then you're thinking, WWF are winning. And later on, Shea Man goes, well, actually, we won the pre-show, so...
That's what they always do now these days, isn't it? Like,
Read on that one.
Just to say, I was a couple of years ago anyway, they accidentally gave the wrong team the winner on the pre-show, so they had to just ignore that it happened. I think they were doing like a clean sweep for one team for Raw, and I think SmackDown won the pre-show match, so they were just like, "Oh, actually, it's just the main event now." It didn't really matter. Yeah.
Second match then. My favorite match of the full pay-per-view. Earl Hebner, Nick Patrick.
This is a 5-star match.
You got a video package. What's all that?
5-star match. Don't care what anyone says.
Well, former of the show, Terry Peters, said this didn't need to be anywhere near a pay-per-view.
Yeah, he didn't want it, did he? I don't think Terry Peters understands comedy wrestling, does he? He didn't like it.
And this is why Terry Peters is sacked.
Yeah. This is true.
I thought this was hilarious.
Do you know, it made sense because Nick Patrick has always been the dastardly heel in WCW, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the NWO ref.
I'll be honest, I only wrote one thing about this match. I put Earl Hebner fights like I would imagine Terry Peters does.
But the old slaps.
I mean, I've seen him wrestle on wrestling around Federation Weekly Wednesday Wrestling, and yeah, it's horrendous. I've seen his finishing moves, and they're probably worse than Earl Hebner's.
Yeah,
I'm honest.
it's true. Just a foot tap in it, I think. I can't remember giving that.
Mick Foley is the special guest ref, and he kicks out the refs. Love to see that. Refs getting kicked out.
Yeah, you got to love it. Yeah, it tastes no medicine, isn't it?
How would you rank it on refs getting kicked out skill?
I've never seen a ref get kicked out before, so that's the only time.
No, but as in refs kicking people out.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously the Spirit Squad getting kicked out is number one.
He's number one. That's the ultimate one.
Yeah. There was one. I saw a YouTube video where like there was a load of wrestlers like bawling, and referee John Cohen kicked someone out. Okay. It's hilarious. So that's number 2. So probably number 3.
He did a good job at Foley as the referee.
He did.
It's only 2 minutes. Hebner wins after a tackle. Foley missed the sockos. Nick Patrick afterwards because his whinges.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird that Nick Patrick and Charles Robinson end up becoming like 2 long-tenured referees in WWF after this.
Yeah, but I couldn't recognise any of the others.
No, I did look out for our boy Randy, but obviously, given what you said, Ross, that makes sense that he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't there. Because I found out, I was looking to see why he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because obviously WCW would have won if
Randy Anderson, because he would have been a senior ref, if Nick Patrick, I don't know. Nick Patrick reminded me a lot of Charlie Sheen in this. Don't know why.
He has got that look.
He's got a bit of a look of him, hasn't he? Bit of attitude like him as well, I think.
Yeah.
I think if they were doing like a Nick Patrick like movie.
So you're saying if they did the WCW movie, you'd have Charlie Sheen and Charlie
Sheen. Yeah, they'd be the referees. Charlie Sheen, Nick Patrick, and Sean Penn, Randy Anderson. That'd be great.
We need to do this now. We need to do a history of WCW of Charlie Sheen, Sean Penn as referees.
We'll get it done. That's after our sitcom.
After that, then there's a weird Tough Enough promo. That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tough enough at a strip club.
I forgot that Tough Enough was like on that. Yeah, he's like, I don't remember what happened. The guy was just like, I had to wear women's clothes.
Maven won it.
The
winner?
Oh, he won it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Maven. Yeah, good lad.
And he was like, don't tell my mum or something.
Yeah,
don't put it on TV, not on national TV either, you moron.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a different world, the early 2000s, isn't it? Completely different world.
Was.
Then get the next match then. This is the third match. It's 2-1 now to WWF. We get APA against Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare.
Sorry to stop you, Ross, but before this, there's an awful promo between Deborah and Sarah.
Yes, there is.
It's my most hated part of the show because they're talking about how much of a pervert DP is, right? And I can't explain in words how much hatred I have for this whole storyline in the fact that WCW's one of their biggest stars comes across and is just labelled as a pervert.
Yeah, they did ruin DDP.
Yeah,
almost immediately.
Yeah. Like the whole Stalker storyline, like pervert, whatever you want to call it. Who thought that was a good idea? Who signed off on this?
It's Bruce Pritchard, wasn't it? I think he said.
Yeah.
I'm sure DDP said he thought it was good because he's like, I'm working with The Undertaker. This will be good for my career.
It was good at the start when he said, I did this. Because Taker was saying, having the old make you famous thing, wasn't it? I'm going to make you famous. Yeah. And DDP was like, make me famous. And I did it to get your attention. And then he got the shrine.
Other ways to get your attention, though, aren't they? Just poking, you know what I mean? Just tap on the shoulder, mate.
I'm here, Taker.
Yeah, because his debut, I just remember Jim Ross was going, DDP's the pervert. DDP's the pervert. when he took off that mask.
Like I'm not being funny. The only two big stars that WF brought across from WCW were DDP and Booker T, and they buried them both.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, Booker T had a slightly better run for a bit.
Booker T was not a better.
Triple H had the whole racist storyline and buried him. Yeah.
However, Booker T apparently only had a better run because every time they threw an idea at him, he was like, "I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that."
Yeah, maybe that's too enthusiastic.
Maybe DDP.
You would think that, like, I know the WCW guys were new, but when there's not many people who moved across, you would think they would have more room to, like, do you know what? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Although they did sack Buff Bagwell. He'd been in combat this point, hadn't he?
Yeah, but he had the match with Booker T. Yeah, but his attitude was apparently he walked out of the last ever show, didn't he, that was being run by the WWF. Him and Luger walked out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Luger's nowhere to be seen.
What's worse then, right? So DDP has stalked Sarah.
I did wonder who that woman was for a while until she was like...
Yeah, it took me a while to click on.
Yeah,
I've got about halfway through the promo and I was like, oh yeah, it's Sarah.
Yeah, I was the same actually, yeah.
And he's also kidnapped Deborah Austin.
Yeah.
Sarah Taker, Deborah Austin. I think they're the names.
No, it was. Yeah, it was just
so who's worse
then? Yeah.
This version of DDP or Kurt Angle?
Bestiality, Sex, Kurt Angle. Well, I don't know, because like
Kurt Angle
was so over. It was so over, and then they threw that on him.
It was strongly hinted that like he committed a sex offence.
He also forced himself onto Stephanie McMahon earlier on, so we all forgot about that.
But to answer your question, which one was worse? It was Heinrich.
Yeah, he was a bad one. They've had a few wrong ones, haven't they?
Happened more than you think, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. Paul Burchill.
Midian.
Oh, Midian is like to take his kit off. He didn't do it wrong.
Yeah, what he like locked up in, like he was kidnapped and locked up on it.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. you can't say a kidnap victim is the same as somebody who does the kidnapping.
Yeah, okay.
You have to throw the APA in because I think
I remember more the storyline.
Right.
Yeah, like, to be fair, like Edge kept Paul Bearer in a freezer for a week once, didn't
he? So yeah.
Braun Strowman was in a garbage truck for an entire week before he came back out again.
Yeah.
After that, when he got put in the one at TLC,
Yeah.
he came out the next week in a completely different city. So he travelled across the country in a garbage truck.
Rey Mysterio once got thrown off a roof, didn't he?
He was back on the road the next night. Yeah,
and he lost his eye. So there's been a few moments. Also, the rest of his fake.
Yeah, it's all pretty real.
So then we'll go on to the match then. The two tag team champs are going at it. So APA at WWF, Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire at WCW. There is a promo, and we mentioned him earlier because he's tag teaming with Bob Ross now. Bob Holly. Did anybody else notice his really tight jean shorts?
Yeah, it's dick, isn't it, Bob Holly?
It was odd though, wasn't it?
Was this the one where he ripped off the guy's shirt?
No, that's later on. It wasn't even in his promo. So APA had got all the WWF lads to beat down Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire, and Bob Holly's just like walking around in really tight jean shorts with no top on.
Give me the towel. Bob Holly, not very good, is he? That's what he says, isn't it? Apparently all his ideas.
No, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing he said it.
Give me the towel.
I'm asking you what voice you doing.
That's like Bob Holly. Give me the towel. I got an idea. That's Bob Holly. That's what he sounds like.
What does he sound like? He sounds like the creepy farmer from South Park. That's what you just sounded like then.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Do you know the one I mean?
Yeah, the guy sounds like Bob Holly. Yeah,
yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. This match then, 7 minutes. I've put here, not as good as it should have been. APA win after Bradshaw clothesline from Hell's Chuck Palumbo, I think it is. Yeah, I thought this match should have been. Yeah, well, that's just Bradshaw, isn't it? That's what he does. Yeah. I thought this match would have been better on paper, but it wasn't very good, was it? Let's be honest.
No, I don't think any of them were obviously Ron Simmons, we all love him, but I don't think any of them were good wrestlers. Do you know what I mean? They were there just to beat people up, aren't they?
Yeah, but Sean O'Haire's pretty talented.
Yeah. I just wrote was a great brawl, but not great wrestling match. I give it 3 stars because I thought it was enjoyable for what it was. Like, you think Invasion, you'd expect a brawl, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Maybe they could have put a bit of gimmick on it, made it like a barroom brawl or something.
Yeah.
Get some. They do that now, and they get some pool tables outside and a beer keg.
Everyone knows the APA love a good bar brawl.
Yeah,
then they could just knock 10 bells out of each other and it'd be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And you won't be expecting wrestling moves.
Yeah.
Was Sean O'Haire, he wasn't in Chronic, was he?
No, it's Brian Adams and the other guy.
I was just thinking all the way through, this would have been better.
No, I remember Sean O'Haire. Like, they had big plans for him, didn't they? Was he not? No, that was Jindrak on it. I'm sure they were going to do something with Sean O'Haire.
He was out of the power plant, wasn't he? It was one of them.
Yeah.
And both of these ones. But I just can't help but thinking this would have been better if it was Chronic.
I was going to say he's only 43 now, but he died when he was 43.
Yeah. Good to see what you are on one to the.
I know. He had a spell in New Japan.
Yeah, he did have a spell in WWF, didn't
he? Yeah. Yeah, did all right.
Chuck Palumbo will be marrying a dude later on.
Yeah. He was in
becoming a weird biker man.
No, he wasn't in Chronic Cross. He was tagging with Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Champions.
Oh, yes, a minute.
He was the tag team champions when they came over in this match.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah, that's.
It would have been better if it was Chronic. I mean, we could say that about any match. It would have been better if it was these people who weren't there, but that Chronic Chronic were amazing. So that's
he was in a stable called the Natural Born Thrillers.
Yes,
Mike Sanders, Sean Stasiak, Chuck Palumbo, Johnny the Bull Stamboli, and Reno.
Right there.
And they were briefly mentored by Kevin Nash.
Yeah, there we go. What do we think of the match then? Just all right?
Yeah, it's just all right, wasn't it? Yeah, put a gimmick on it for me.
Yeah.
It's the attitude here, isn't it? It was very surprising how little weaponry was used.
Yeah, there was not as many tables.
Considering it was like an invasion.
Yeah, going up to this, every match man went through the table, didn't they?
Yeah.
Ringside. We didn't get that. We didn't get Jericho and Vince talking about Paul Heyman. Don't mince his words, old Jericho, does he?
No, I have serious beef for this promo.
Go on.
So Jericho says WCW had no leader or figurehead, right? What world are they living in?
Yeah, Eric Bischoff.
That's Bischoff, yeah.
Even still, even with figurehead, you had Hogan, you had Goldberg, you had Sting, Luger, Savage. They'd probably have better figureheads in a way than what WWF had. WWF had The Rock and Austin at this point as big main figureheads.
Yeah, and The Rock wasn't even here.
Yeah, and they just ignored all of that. I think they're just trying to portray WWF as a much stronger entity than what they were at this point.
Yeah.
I guess what I should have said is they had no figureheads that we could sign.
They could have, right? So I've got a bit of a thing later on when we come to the end. But if they'd have paid out some money, they could have.
Did you know this podcast is powered by Acast? Acast is the home of podcasting. For creators looking for freedom to grow their listeners and make money too. And creative brands looking for smart ways to advertise. Podcasters and advertisers in the know Acast. It's time you did too. Visit acast.com to find out more. Acast, for the stories.
Bought some of these wrestlers out of the contracts.
Yeah.
Like Hogan, like Goldberg. Who obviously, we all know they had Time Warner contracts, so they just sat home and got paid to sit on their ass, basically, because they were getting paid more. Well, Vince had enough money at this point where he could have probably bought them out of the contracts, surely.
I would have just waited.
What, so you got everyone... Yeah, because I guess it's like 2002.
What's the rush?
Yeah, because they had no show anyway, did they, I guess?
Yeah.
But I think they were...
They're not going to go anywhere else, are they? Because if you're not going to go to...
I know, so it's going to TNA.
I know, but...
What was the one in between? The Jimmy Hart run, XWF or something?
Yeah, but they're not going to go anywhere while they've got these contracts, are they? Because why would you not sit... I'd rather sit at home on money.
No, I think they should have paid for it. Like, I think it's a once... Well, we'll get to it at the end, but it's a once in a lifetime that's gone on it.
How did you... I just didn't see the rush.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be great. They did invite Bischoff, didn't they? But apparently Jim Ross was a bit of an ass to him. Bischoff was like, fuck it. No, not doing it.
Yeah. Well, he was a bit of an ass to JR, wasn't he?
Yeah, they didn't like each other, I think. So Jim Ross, like half-assed, was like, do you want to come? Don't really care if you do.
Yeah.
So I find out what. Yeah.
Good shit, JR. Because that would have been better if Bischoff was actually, and you actually got Bischoff.
Yeah, because then you would have had to involve Shane Stephanie in that, which would have been better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got a big thing about all this later. I've kind of like summarized.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the whole angle was just rushed.
Yeah, I think the dad are just waited. I don't see the point in carrying on. But now, did you wait till you get everyone? That's fine.
But then if you wait too long, just to play devil's advocate again, because you know how they're doing that, Ross. Does anyone remember what WCW was?
Yeah. People are going to start because when Goldberg and everyone came in the end, and Hogan and then NWO,
Yeah,
almost like
that's true. That's what people still now.
Like, who are these fellas? What's this guy?
No, but like the bare number. All right, so say like AEW end up closing tomorrow, and then like next year it was like WWE, like we're going to do WWE versus AEW. No one cares. I know that AEW is not comparable to WCW.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like even now, it's and like TNA, who cares?
Yeah, because there's no big stars. But if TNA had a load of big stars, then you could get away with the stars.
I guess if they had waited, something could have happened, couldn't it? They could have bought them out somewhere else. They could have, WCW could have been like XWF might have taken off, and in which case all those stars were there.
Yeah, but if you did realise that's happening, then WWF could have said, "Oh, well, we'll buy you."
Well, they did. That's what happened in the end, wasn't it? But
no, to the rest of this.
Yeah.
So they could have done it, but I'd have just waited.
Yeah.
We then get the leaders of the coalition, as it's called, Stephanie Shin and Heyman. They're talking to Billy Kidman because they're 3-0 down, or 3-1 down.
It's not going well for him, is it?
No, Billy Kidman's the man to turn it round. He's going against X-Pac next. He's the light heavyweight champion against the cruiserweight champion. And Kidman's not in his vest and shorts.
Yeah, but Heyman's rat tail is majestic.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird though. Like everyone just proper loved having a go at him, didn't they?
Yeah, but you think about it.
Not just his best either. Like what an ugly guy this was. He really went for it.
Heyman's not paid anyone, though, has he?
No, true. Jackie Vince is just there, he looks like a mutant. Like everyone's really having a go at him.
He is incredibly smart, isn't he? Because he just got himself out of bankruptcy and made sure he was all right. Never forgets that. The genius of Paul Heyman. Yeah, he genuinely didn't pay people.
No. He used to send people across on bereavements as well, didn't
he? Did
he? It was on the ECW DVD. They were they used to pretend that they had relatives who died so they could get free flights into different shows and stuff.
Jesus Christ! So yeah, you know what? Maybe he gets a bit of a kick in. This is where I've wrote it. The WCW music's rubbish because Billy Kidman's is crap. But so when
I thought Kidman's was alright actually.
That's too slow.
Especially
when he won.
Bit of Atmos, yeah.
What about
speaking of rubbish music, though?
As I said, what about X-Pac? What about X Factor?
The worst entrance music of all time, am I right?
We've got it twice as well.
Uncle Cracker.
I thought I knew it was him.
Yeah. I'm gonna get with my X Factor. It's so random. I think it's the worst entrance film of all time.
Ooh.
Maybe all of Dolph Ziggler's could maybe compete with it, but
Dolph Ziggler's when he started adding the breaking music thing.
Yeah, just anything that. Well, speaking of that, Dolph Ziggler is basically why that X-Pac everyone's bored of him. Just fuck off, mate. That's how I think about Dolph Ziggler now. Just he was the only guy. Everyone was just not this guy.
Yeah, well, he was the only heel, wasn't he? From
yeah, Regal.
Regal was a good guy though, wasn't he? He got cheated.
Yeah, no, but he was heel and he was Regal.
Yeah, it's really good. Well, his music was terrible. We got it later on. This match was 7 minutes. Again, not as good as it probably should have been. But it's the first time all these people are wrestling each other, so I guess you've got to take that into account. Kidman kicks out of an X Factor. He blocks a Bronco Buster and then wins after a shooting star press, which is not as impressive anymore, is it?
No, because everyone does them now.
Yeah.
But it looked good, though, because he turned while he was doing it, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's on one side. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
the right winner here, because no one cared about X Factor.
Yeah.
I've got this down as my third favourite match of the night.
Have we done the two that beat it yet?
No.
No, right, okay.
So I've got this down as the third favourite match. I thought X-Pac put in a good performance in comparison. If you compare it to some of the stuff they've done previous up to this point, it's probably my favourite match of X-Pac's for the last year. I actually thought he'd put in a good performance, and Billy Kidman was on fire. I thought Billy Kidman was absolutely fantastic. But then when do you really see Billy Kidman put in a bad performance?
Yeah, I used to love Kidman as a kid.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
Proper living like
He didn't last long, did he?
I think he's one. Well, he's still works there now, doesn't he? I think he's an agent.
Backstage, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's like he's one of the ones like him and Rob Van Dam, who we'll probably get to. Well, we'll get to next on the show. But I think they were the big stars that you thought, well, they're going to make it now. And I thought Kidman was, he's the first one who won from the Alliance. So you're like, coalition as it was then. You thought he's gonna do something with this guy. And X-Pac was like, he's a bit boring at this point, wasn't he?
I really thought that like Kidman coming across and obviously Rey Mysterio comes across in a few months' time. I really thought, bloody hell, like this is the start of a proper cruiserweight division within WWF.
Yeah.
No, and then you end up with Jamie Noble as champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he was one half of the cruiserweight tag team champions at this point, right? But they didn't mention us. This point.
No. And he until he is, we've been given a bit tagging with John Cena.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, before John Cena did his rap gimmick. Yeah. They had a feud. And Cena 10 heel on Kidman.
Yeah.
That's what we did. So it's now 3-2, if you're including 3-1 on the night. They still not mention the Heat result yet.
Yeah, so 3-1 as we know it.
3-1 as we know it. We then get DDP, he's with all the Alliance leaders, creeping them out. And then I've wrote here, Tari Wilson and Stacey Keibler doing nothing for women's wrestling.
But at the time, that was what women's wrestling was, wasn't it? Let's not beat around the bush. That's what we're there for.
As a what would we been at the time, like 12, 13, as
we
that
10.
age? Oh, okay. So even better as a 10-year-old. What more do you want than two women just talking about their assets?
Yeah, that is true. It still shocks me that what they got away with. But
the year before us, she was in Cake, wasn't she?
Was there a wedding?
She was Miss Hancock, wasn't she, in that Bash of the Beach Road?
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
She was just in Cake. Don't know what Tori Wilson was doing. Tori Wilson was married to Kidman at this point, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
Stacey Keibler was dating George Clooney.
Was she not going out with David Flair at one point?
I honestly thought a George Clooney stint was later than this.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot later, actually. I think it was like 5 years, 6 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Maybe it was David Flair then.
Possibly, yeah. But yeah, no, she went out with George Clooney, which is mad.
Well, he's a good-looking chap.
I'd go with George Clooney.
She's a good-looking girl. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was he's married to some like mad human rights lawyer.
Mad human rights lawyer.
No, she's not mad, but she's like real. She's not crazy.
Careful. Get it.
Yeah, don't get into it by one of the top lawyers in the world.
Yeah. It's like, well, welcome to GB News. No. But yeah.
No, we get more ratings than them.
Yeah, it's true. we had 10 people listen last week.
Yeah, exactly. Enough of Imal Clooney. She's a wonderful human being. Right, I've saved it. Nice.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next match then. Raven against another wonderful human being, William Regal.
I stop you there. Commissioner Regal.
Yeah, sorry, Commissioner William Regal. And he'll become the Commissioner of the Alliance soon, won't he? Absolute 10 coat.
Then he had to kiss Vincent Man's ass.
Yeah.
He actually did it as well. I watched that. For some reason, the other day, I was watching Kiss My Ass Club segments. Him and Foley were the only ones.
Unprompted.
Yeah. I got myself into a YouTube hole.
What you watching before?
Yeah. Just the hole. Regal and Foley, only ones who voluntarily did it. But then who's been up there? Jim Ross, Shane, that was on the paper, we've seen that one. I think a lot of people.
Shane's been on there, we've seen that. Vince books that.
Yeah, a lot of people go for the low blow, which is clever, really. But yeah,
I still think the best one is with Rikishi, if I'm honest.
I'm a big fan of the Big Show Kiss My Ass Club, which has only got Vince in it.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was the end of that Kiss My Ass Club one. That was the payoff. No, because I think Foley joined it afterwards, actually, to build up a storyline with Johnny Nitro, which did not happen. So he basically just kissed his ass for no reason.
The worst.
Yeah.
Just go into work and say, "You're gonna kiss my ass."
Yeah, Regals was quite good there because he's a little peck and he's actually disgusted.
Yeah,
that was his job back.
That was recent as well, wasn't it? After this.
Yeah, it was at the end. It was the day after the invasion finished.
When Vince was a face.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was how it debuted.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. We'll do that one in November.
Yeah.
Commit to it now.
We'll get onto it. So, Raven, I just wrote here, loads of roll-ups. And then Taz runs out, suplexes Regal.
But
and the rest on the outside. Taz, doing stuff. 6 minutes.
It was all right, wasn't it? Solid goal for us. This one.
Our guest has gone missing.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's heading up. Just next week, we're going to be like, have I got news for you? Or
different guest every time.
Yeah, get those. Everyone does.
Yeah. I don't know. Does Raven really? I guess Raven at this point, he was just a hardcore guy, wasn't he? Because he'd been in WWF for a bit, hasn't he, now?
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is the problem, innit? Like a lot of the ones that they've already signed, they're already just mid-card guys by the time we started doing this.
Yeah, the old ECW.
It's a real issue. It's a main event. Yeah, but does Taz really need to interfere? Does Regal need protecting that much?
Yeah, I guess it was to show. Look at these WCW cheats.
Yeah,
they'll do out to win.
Yeah,
the starting. If you're 3-2 down, wouldn't you?
Yeah, getting desperate.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So I don't know.
Regal got screwed.
He did get screwed. Yeah. Have we ever seen a Regal win? We did a full episode on it. Didn't see any wins.
Yeah, we picked 6 matches. You lost them all, didn't we? I don't know if we have actually. Genuinely, I don't think we've seen a William Regal win.
Did he win when we went to see him at SmackDown? At Sheffield?
He lost that one because we did it on the show actually, yeah. But I think he beat, when we went to the first house show we went to, we saw him win. He beat Santina. And he sounded like he was pissed when he did a promo of like, I'm going to make UK really proud. And then he actually won the Intercontinental title next night.
Oh, good for Regal.
So good for Regal. Which Terry Peters was there actually, but
he's not here, is he? He's
me,
not here.
Me and Aaron set him on his way by
Terry
cheering him on the Sunday before.
Terry Hill?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. There's always a man called Terry Peters here who's been sacked.
Bell Nation. Bell End, more like. This is the Bell End.
Everybody unsubscribe from Bell Nation. Oh, God.
I still follow him just so I can join his chat every so often and just give him some abuse.
Yeah.
He's not going to listen, is he? Not watched one in about 6 months.
Actually, this story, listen to. He won't listen to it, but his lawyers will.
Can you remember when he first started and was all real supportive of him?
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
It's a shame that Wrestling Federation Weekly Wednesday Wrestling does not get the
same report, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It does from us.
Yeah, it's more entertaining because really, who wants to watch anyone play Football Manager?
So that's Raven wins. So it's now 3-3.
Yes.
3-2. No, 3-3, including
3-3. But we don't know about the other match now, do we? So no, 3. Does that make it 3-2? I can't remember.
So that makes it 3-2.
Okay.
Yeah, then we get Vince with Kate. Yes, right. Yeah, there because I wrote it out. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're on it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Vince is with Kane and Undertaker. Taker's a bit angry, isn't he?
He always does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Taker, anyway, yeah.
Oh, all right. Taker. He's just a bit of an asshole.
This is what I've said for a while, though. So.
Taker's just a dick.
The Undertaker's character is a dick. Like,
yes. You think about it now, the things he did. I think it says face John Cena is just a dick in it because of what he's done. But Taker's worse.
So, Taker is 100% worse.
Taker won a match to save Balbera.
And then
kill him anyhow.
Could have been concrete anyway. And also, let's remember that he did kill his parents by setting them on fire.
Yeah, Taker's the reason that Kane's like Kane is.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? You're just getting real angry with Vince.
Yeah.
That's what Vince wanted, though, wasn't it? See that little pervert smile at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's a odd fella, Vince. He listens, but you're odd, Vince. I'm all for it, but you are.
Yeah.
You just stop looking at the camera like that. What's that?
It's kind of like, I've got him in the mood.
Yeah, but in mood for what? No, don't want to get Kate Angle in the mood later on, do we? What a weird main event. All the top perverts. Anyhow, I digress. The next match, Big Show, Billy Gunn, and for some reason, Intercontinental Champion Albert.
This is random, right?
Because the roster's the most. Everyone says that actually do. It's the most stacked roster ever. Yeah, Albert is a multi.
I got to defend him, right? The Rock's doing movies at this point. Triple H is out. Albert Intercontinental Champion.
So, Albert was 2 below, was it?
Yeah.
This for me was the worst match of the night.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
They go get Chris Canyon, Hugh Morris, and Sean Stasiak.
The only wrestler I thought that looked strong in this match was Billy Gunn.
They were really pushing him at this point, weren't they? They all won Billy Gunn.
They've tried.
I thought he looks so strong, just like dominating the whole match.
And in a few like years, he'd be marrying Chuck.
Yeah, good stuff.
Nothing wrong with marrying a guy, though, is there?
He's a good wrestler, and he's happy with us.
2021.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought them two just tagging, and I was like, oh look, it's the AEW guys. But then Albert's in NXT, isn't he? Well, he's not in NXT. He's the head coach. It's weird, though, isn't it, that he's like now, with taking the pace that Albert was in the Continental Champion, he's now legitimately one of the most important people in wrestling.
Yeah.
His head coach at NXT. How weird is that?
Yeah, but it's like football managers, isn't it? So the top players don't become top managers.
Roberto Mancini.
Yeah, but like Maradona was rubbish.
Okay,
Brian Robson was awful, wasn't he?
Pele.
Look at Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, no, good point. That's, yeah.
But Graham Potter, do you remember any of his career?
Yeah, I followed him. Austin's, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
But they
Mourinho, yeah, good.
He play at Austin's, did he? He only managed them.
I don't know. I didn't follow that in detail. I'm not a football nerd like you, obviously. Jesus.
Well, you know what I mean, though. He did manage Steve Burton at Austin's.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I released after he got like a 5 rating in one of my
Shocking.
Absolutely livid. Then realised he was from Hull. So shout out to Steve Burton if you're listening.
Yeah, he is. He is one of the listeners from Hull. Very popular in Hull, this podcast. High percentage of our listeners come from Hull.
Well, you know, only people can understand us. This match then was 4 minutes long. It ended with a reverse DDT by Sean Stasiak on Billy Gunn, and then Hugh Morris falls on him. A lot worse than the Edge falling.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, this falling. And then Big Show clears the ring, and I've wrote here, Big Show, was you in the match? Because you probably should have done that while the bell was ringing.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting afterwards.
I've also written Hugh Morris, why was you in the match?
Yeah.
Because
Hugh Morris.
He is genuinely awful.
Yeah, it really felt like they were scraping the barrel of the WCW guys now. And it's like, who have we got? Like, let's get to
Hugh Morris. Did he want to be the first guy to lose to Goldberg? Yeah, right. Get him in.
Oh, was it? Yeah. He was at the last part in WCW. He was general direction, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he went back to Hugh Morris?
Yeah.
He was. You know, we're laughing, but he was one of the most important people in wrestling. Wasn't he?
Albert took over from him because he got fired for being a piece of shit, didn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to kick people? So.
Yeah, allegedly.
If you left your hand out in the wrong place, you just stamp on it with it or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think the lawyers listen at this point because they've got enough material from earlier in the show.
Yeah, well, as we've discussed, I'm now best friends with Amal Clooney, so bring it on.
Yeah. But
if Hugh Morris said something to me like, you're doing it wrong, I'd literally look at him and go, you're Hugh Morris. And then just carry on.
But was he a solid hand, though?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think it was. I don't know, that Big Show, right? Yeah, come on, mate. You've cleared the ring. You've done all, and he beat up Charles Robinson, didn't he?
Yeah, poor Charles Robinson.
Yeah, did that weird alley-oop.
Little match. How old is Charles Robinson a vampire or what? We discuss this.
Is he like the wrestling's equivalent of Pharrell?
I think so. Like, how long has he been on? He's still going now. Like, he doesn't look like a day older than this.
How old is he? What's he called? Charles
Referee Charles Robinson.
How does Charles Robinson has a Wikipedia page, but Chad Patton doesn't? He's 57.
57. So at this point, he was 37. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a vampire.
Yeah, don't look a day older than what he does now.
Yeah, him, Pharrell, and Nicolas Cage is a Time Lord, isn't
he? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's had a few injuries. He's got a full section of injuries.
But he had that fight with Jericho in the ring once.
This is like the worst thing ever. So one of them on the July the 11th, 2017 episode of SmackDown, Robinson's left index finger was mildly fractured by Baron Corbin. And they refereed Corbin's match against Shinsuke Nakamura. Right, I know you can write what you want on Wikipedia, but who's asking for that?
Yeah, you actually need to know these things.
Do you remember when we used to edit pages on Wikipedia, Lou, and you used to change black sausage all the time? I'm not going to say what, because obviously it's a family-friendly show. Resembles something.
I was quite the Wikipedia fiend back in the day.
Good
Charles
old times
Robinson.
in business studies.
Charles Robinson is still WWE SmackDown senior referee. He has been since 2020.
Well, it's
Is
not
that what?
head now, is
Only
it?
been since 2020.
He was preceded by Mike Chioda.
Oh, he got released, didn't he? Sad. But
And
I
he
thought he was on Raw.
was the first ever senior referee of WWE SmackDown.
Ah.
But he was the senior referee of WWE between 2008 and 2016. He was just Raw. He replaced Dale Hebner in 2005, 2008. And he was the original WWE SmackDown senior referee 2002, 2003 before being succeeded by Nick Patrick.
Oh, of course, he was on SmackDown. I remember that, yeah.
Who is 61.
Was he still in wrestling referee anymore, is he? Don't believe.
No, he's retired now, you know.
Yeah.
Party boy. Retired in 2010.
Oh. I suppose it's a physical job, isn't it?
So he was replaced as a SmackDown senior referee by Mickey Henson.
Oh, I remember him, yeah. Or Mickey J, who's now in WCW. Why do I know so many WCW refs?
Yeah, he was Mickey J. And he was replaced as the ECW senior referee and the SmackDown senior referee by Scott Armstrong.
Oh, I remember Scott Armstrong. But then he got dodgy, didn't he? He got corrupt. Oh, we just go for all the referees now.
That's it now.
Yeah.
Nobody's bothered to put it on Scott Armstrong's the sporting positions. So
yeah.
So there we go. This 4 minutes long. This match, Big Show don't understand the rules of wrestling.
No, that alley-oop move was weird, by the way. I'm glad he went back to the choke slam.
Yeah, what was worse than the alley-oop or his camel clutch throw?
Sonya Deville's DDT on herself.
Hey. Bless her that.
No, it was the worst finisher of all time, Russ.
Sonya Deville did a decent slam.
No, it looked like she was being DDT'd. It was rubbish.
Well, you look like you're being DDT'd right now.
All right, now.
Terrible takes on wrestling. I'm glad you was on that bad wrestling takes website.
Yeah, I was. Right. Didn't get. I thought it was a good take.
Can you remember what it was?
It's somehow a Japanese wrestling one, and I had to go everyone.
Was it when you called? Was it Kobashi or something?
Yeah, call her a random mid-carder.
Really, really upset a lot of people in the
really upset. Yeah, I got a lot of abuse that day. But you live and learn, don't you?
It's character building, isn't it, Lou?
Yeah, exactly. It's the hits in it. Some of those people will click through and see the podcast. So what can you do?
Oh god. We then get Booker T and Shane talking backstage, and it's now Shane McMahon has to tell us. So we've seen him 5 times already. Now, we won the pre-show.
Do you think they were like halfway through the show? They're like, maybe we should even this up, because like that 6-man. Then the WWF guys beat him up anyway, so that looked like it was just a random last-minute decision. Yeah. And then Shane's like, oh, actually, we won another match.
Yeah, maybe they just...
Do you reckon like they got halfway and thought it'd be better if this final match was like...
Maybe
they decided.
Well, they once... I was listening to Bruce Bridges' podcast. They once traded Triple H to SmackDown and then realised, oh shit, we've got no heels left on Raw. So they just traded them back straight away.
I remember that, yeah.
After the trade.
I always thought that was part of the storyline, but no.
No, they looked at it and went, oh crap, we traded too many heels. So clearly they don't think about stuff.
No.
So maybe that's what it was. Regal then starts hyping to Jerry because they're like a weird... He's a good guy, isn't he? But he's in a tag team with Regal, who's the commissioner.
They're on and off for a bit, weren't they, their tag team? Yeah.
So
I found the whole face and heel split really weird throughout the whole show. I don't know about you guys, like
because it was just if you WCW.
Yeah, WWF, you think, right, yeah, we're the faces because we're the good guys and we're being invaded. But then there's like a few people within the show, like Regal and Tajiri, who you think, no, these are the heels you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess but they're trying to do the old Bret Hart thing, where if you're American, you hate him. If you're not, you love him.
I think it's more like the same thing. They still have it with Survivor Series now, don't they?
Yeah.
Where they just have to forget they're like, oh yeah, we're on the same team, so let's just put our differences aside.
For 2 weeks a year, we're all mates.
It's like X-Pac was portrayed as the heel.
Yeah.
It was getting booed through the audience of like you suck and whatnot. And then Billy Kidman's the face, but then that goes against everything that they're aiming for at this present time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it was just because like X-Pac, like everyone, he has X-Pac heat, doesn't he?
I think they just thought anybody WCW would get booed.
Yeah. Because it was a bit with when IBD comes out as well, and JR was like, oh, there must be some ECW fans here. It's very awkward. Like, Yeah.
In JR. Anyhow, Taz vs Tajiri. It only went 5 minutes. For a 5-minute match, it wasn't that bad. Tajiri does the tarantula, then uses the green mist and just kicks him in the head to win. Taz is getting done over here. What's happened to Taz?
I thought during this match, every single part with Tajiri was really entertaining, and every bit with Taz was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I think was he a bit injured at this point?
Not sure.
It did make me laugh as well. And one of the commentators was like, "Oh, Taz had like a burgeoning announcer career, but that won't last long or something." And like here he is, like 20 years later,
salted JR.
Yeah, still doing commentary.
Like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's doing this. He's doing that.
Yeah.
This is because mate, if they'd have booked Taz properly, you could have put him in the main event.
Yeah, but this, don't you think as well? Like I know we said this before, because she said it looked like Annika Rice, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It does look like Annika Rice when he wears that suit.
What's he wearing a suit for? Like, you don't like? No. It makes him look real short, doesn't it? I know
it makes him look worse.
It makes him look real like finger, doesn't it?
Yeah, come out in the
like
singlet,
little stocky lad, isn't he?
In the singlet, and throw some people about.
Yeah, and then you can see he's got big muscles, like Big E. He's not a big lad, is he? But he looks huge in that singlet they put him in.
Yeah, Taz would have done really well now, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Because now they don't really care, do they? But yeah, I just think because you could have put Taz in the main event because he's one of the big ECW.
Well, they kept saying he's a former ECW champion, isn't he? And he's just in a mid card match. But he has had a year of like feuding with Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, Tajiri's also not ECW champion, but done a lot of work ECW.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of them, innit? I was surprised Tajiri won.
Yeah, but they've got to get even now. They're concentrating too much on the.
Don't you think that Big Show, Billy Gunn, and Albert should have won, and then Tajiri lost?
Yeah, unless they just had plans for Tajiri that we don't know about. At the time, they were like, "Yeah, we're going to push Tajiri to this."
Did not start getting managed by Tori Wilson shortly after this?
Was that before?
I think it was after. Was it after?
Terry Wilson didn't join.
Oh, of course, she was there. Was she? When he was like abusing her and that.
Yeah.
It was after, wasn't it?
It was after. It was to tear their face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously everyone hated her because she's WCW scum. I think RVD taking out Matt Hardy with a chair.
Again, another person who's trying to make a heel who's not a heel. Although he was a heel in ECW, only for all his run, which everyone forgets.
Yeah.
I just think he's too good to be a heel.
He's the original tween, isn't he?
It's too exciting, isn't it, to be a heel?
Mm-hmm. His moveset is too good.
Yeah.
See, why won't RVD in the main event?
They never saw him as a main eventer, though, did they?
Yeah, I was thinking this. But then I was thinking, like, would he get more from being the standout guy and, having a really good match? Is this the next match? I forgot. I've lost my notes.
But there's a bit of hardcore hollow before it.
Yeah, of course. Because this is the best match on the card, wasn't it? So did they get more from that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll leave the main event till we get to the main event. But Hardcore Holly rips a WCW guy's shirt off and he ran off like one of them, like on a jock film or something, like an American Pie, where someone gets to teach you it's on that's how he ran off on it.
For some reason that stuck with me from childhood. That thing. I don't know why. I don't you always get worried though when you wear like the wrong wrestling t-shirt to an event. Obviously, I've done it, Russ. It's a scary time, I think I'll put this Roman Reigns t-shirt on for a laugh when we go.
Yeah, but you was protected by your close personal friend.
BT Gun.
I was going to say Bat Gun. Yeah, it was BT Gun.
BT Gun. Yeah, but you're like, it's going to get a bit heated this. That time when we went to Ring of Honor and you could write who your favorite wrestler was. So for Terry, I put John Cena. But it didn't go anywhere, sadly. But you say the wrong thing in an indie wrestling show, Russ. This happens here. It's like it's worse than being a football fan.
Yeah.
Like the time Terry decided it was a good idea to order wine at a wrestling event. Who thinks that's a good idea at any event?
I think it's a great idea for Terry to drink.
Have you ever said the story? We ended up getting the wine.
We might have done a Christmas special, but I can't remember.
I don't remember the Christmas special. He said basically there was us three, Terry Peters, and a friend of the show, Adam Hollins.
Yeah.
It was just the five of us, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was some wine. I think you went to Blue. Oh, Terry, get some wine. No, I ain't doing that. And you went, go on. then he bought a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I remember
He
Adam
didn't
saying
let
at one
go.
point that my influence over Terry is scary at times.
But he claimed that he did like. So he went, "This wine's not very nice," but he clearly didn't like any wine.
No, I don't. And the fact
No, 'cause
that
that was like cheap ass wine, wasn't it? Do you think,
was-
do you think Terry's buying any more than that?
the best part of it was the fact that he was nursing it for ages and was like, "Right, every 2 count, you got to get a down a mouthful."
But yeah, I think it was the
It was a count out.
every referee's count, and it was like a last one standing match or something like this.
No, there was a count out, wasn't there? And
There was a
Helico got
count out,
counted
yeah.
out.
Yeah, kept getting up to 10.
He then
Yeah.
did We the People 2 matches after Jack Swagger had finished.
Yeah. Then he fell asleep in a rock band. That was his
That
night.
is true. And then I
Yeah.
had to share a room with him.
He did, yeah.
I wanted to go to bed. He'd obviously had a power nap. I wanted to talk. I'm being shut up when I go to sleep.
He got over it. He'd slept off his hangover in there.
So it's
In
like
a
4
rock
in,
bar, yeah.
4 in the morning, Peters. Leave me alone.
No, because he only sleeps like 2 hours a night, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I think he literally goes to the bathroom, changes his battery, and then he's back up again.
He lives 2 separate lives, doesn't he?
Yeah. He does. He has a lot more hours in the day than we do.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd have time to fit in a podcast to those hours.
Yeah, it's got to fit the timing to go into his little boy's room, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that American Dad episode where Stan starts taking some pills? He literally lives too late because he don't like spending time with his family, so he takes pills to not sleep all night so he can have his own me time. That's exactly what I imagine Terry Peters does.
Pretty sure that's what happens, yeah. Have you ever known him sleep past like 7 o'clock?
No, he just set early alarms, doesn't he?
To be fair, he woke me up this morning doing his Twitch at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
or
I got a
something like that.
notification. I was like, what the fuck? I'm going back to bed. Like 8 a.m. Sunday morning.
Turned them off.
Yeah, I was getting ready for church.
Okay. I was awake as well, so I couldn't watch it. Well.
No, you didn't. That's 5.
No.
Twitch.tv/restaurant tonight. House 7.
Yeah, watch that one.
Bob in the Bank.
Big show.
Yeah. Could be there, big show.
Yeah, so that was Terry Peters drinking. Oh, while one is drinking his wine, the best bit was we'd say, "Terry, that was a count. Have a sip." And he'd be like, "Oh yeah," and then take a sip.
Yeah, it was good entertainment for like us and the people around us, though, wasn't it?
The people behind us were loving it.
Yeah, everyone had a great time. It was what was best when he got the ball, but they had to give it in like 3 cups. So he just came back with like 3 pints of wine. Great stuff.
It took him about 3 hours to drink.
The whole show it lasted him, didn't it?
Yeah.
The whole show.
Then now else?
Good stuff.
Then
All wrestling shows should sell wine by the bottle, is what we're saying.
Oh God! I wonder if that woman who served him thought, "I forgot what have I done."
No, she was too distracted by Adam's belt buckle bottle opener.
Genuinely one of the best moments of my life. That.
Nope.
Absolute confusion. Look at her face. We went, "Nope, thank you. Keep him on." She's like, "What?"
Yeah.
What an outrageous WCPW World Cup.
Yeah, it's good that on it.
It's
We should do that. That's on YouTube still. We should do that show one time.
We will.
On this show, yeah.
We'll get our guests back. We'll get Adam on. We'll have 5 words.
Yeah, 5 words. Yeah, see if Terry Peters can stay.
Yeah, it'll be a 4-way.
No, we have to rehire Terry at that point.
Yeah, not doing that.
Yeah, we'll see what the tribunal says. Yeah.
You get the message from HR. We can come back. Right, should we do the best match of the card then? Rob Van Dam, second best after the refs. Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy for the hardcore title. The only title match, interestingly.
Yeah.
I wonder why this one was. Who knows?
This was the only title that been across yet, the hardcore one.
Yeah,
I thought the invasion started on it.
It was 24/7, wasn't it? Yeah. Mike Awesome, first WCW champion in WWF.
Yeah.
He's done a lot in man, because did you know that while he was working for WCW and Taz was working for WWF, they had a match on ECW for the ECW title?
What? No.
I know, right?
Someone should do a YouTube video about this.
I know. How crazy is that?
Yeah, we should do it. We should get a top 10 list and put that in like number 1.
So crazy. This match, it only went 12 minutes. I couldn't help but thinking they could have took a lot of time off everything else to make this match go longer.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And that would have been fair, wouldn't it?
But then again, when it's just like hardcore, you know what I mean? Like, how much can you do? No, it's
This
12
wasn't-
minutes, but
This wasn't like a proper hardcore match, was it? And he even said that. It's not like a traditional. This was just a good match that happened to have weapons in.
very rare for the hardcore title at this point. Yeah.
Well, I thought, hardcore match, right? We're going to be off it from the start. It starts off as a wrestling match and then progresses into an hardcore match, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. They got the ladder out because Jeff Hardy in it.
Of course, it's Jeff.
I did think it'd start off on like set go that Jeff Hardy would just be on RVD with like a chair or something because just taking out his brother.
Yeah, where did RVD put his chair?
We should have brought it with him, Shane.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I'll put it back where I found it.
Yeah.
Should have come out like Balls Mahoney.
Mm-hmm. And what I liked about it was we got like the line. These men are trying to fall, but how the hell did you let it fall off a 20-foot ladder? Is it
from that match? Is it that match?
This match.
Yeah,
but literally, I thought it was going to be a table. You know, when he got pushed off.
Yeah.
I was like, there's got to be a table there. No, it's not a table.
Just pushed up. It was a tall ladder as well, wasn't it?
It wasn't 20 foot though. No way is that a 20-foot ladder.
It was one of the bigger ones. They pretend it's 20. KFA 20 foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like probably like a 13-foot ladder.
Yeah. KFA
so it's like when you look, if you say like Jeff Hardy's 6 foot, it was probably like 2 times and a little bit more than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a KFA Andre the Giant being 8 foot or whatever it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. But tonight, Ross, Bob in the Bank, 20-foot ladders.
Yeah, of course, because we do things right.
All of them, yeah.
Don't mess around. Don't mess around.
Yeah, don't mess
Bob
around.
in the Bank.
I'll mess around.
With no bobs.
They qualified, did they? But who knows?
What was that inaugural match that Bob probably won?
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's hard to book, isn't it?
Hard to book.
Just when you're terrible at the game.
Whoa. I only lost one match, though.
You ruined the BMG.
No. Randy Anderson screwed him. That's
why he's been sacked.
Yeah.
I got sacked by Red Shoes and they rehired as his assistant.
Yep.
He can rates himself. There's a Van Daminator off the stage. Then Jeff Hardy misses a frog splash. Van Dam wins after a 5-star frog splash on the belt. So that's what I like about Van Dam's frog splash, because I think it's the best frog splash. One, he can twist in the air as he's doing it. And so it doesn't look like it's properly set up, like all your guys who they happen to roll and fall in the position. He always makes it look like it hurts himself, which it would.
He bounces right off, doesn't he? Which I appreciate, and crawls back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just land on him, because it's going to hurt.
It would do if you like going belly to belly. It'd hurt a bit, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So I do appreciate Van Dam. And top attire here. Love this attire. The old tiger print. White tiger print.
So I got the Ryback, brought it back.
He's not the man I wanted to bring it back. He wins in. He's a new hardcore champion. So now it's 5-4.
Yeah, but this was a hell of a start for the hardcore title, wasn't it? Because they started having proper matches now, didn't they? Even like Kane and Undertaker started getting involved, didn't they? Well, Kane was already involved for a bit, wasn't he? But
RVD sort of legitimised it, didn't he?
Yeah, because it was like a joke title.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, when wrestling fans these are brewing that, like, you can bring anything back, I think, as proved by the hardcore title. Right,
yeah.
I mean, then they did ruin it by merging it with like the Intercontinental like a year later. But for a bit, it was good.
Yeah. It was top match. Yeah. The best match of the card by far.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
I think it really got people thinking like Rob Van Dam's going to be a star here, and also like Jeff Hardy hadn't had that many singles matches at this point.
I think this was the start, wasn't it, of him breaking out on his own.
So it's probably a good match for both of them. Yeah,
none of them would be champions for at least 5 years.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No, I think you'd have both fought in the next year or so. But then Rob Van Dam nearly killed Triple H, didn't he, in that Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, but then you've also got like other stars. So Jericho's not been champion at this point.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. You wait a bit longer as well, I think.
No.
Edge was another 5 years away from there.
Yeah, that's true. Edge won King of the Ring in 2001, and he didn't win the title until 2006, did he?
Yeah, which is madness, really. So if you're a Big E fan, don't
worry.
worry. Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, he was there for ages.
Yeah.
You don't want him to win it too well like The Miz.
Yeah, because then no one cares now, do they?
Yeah, exactly.
Sheamus. I know you like him, but
I still like Sheamus.
Too much too soon like Sheamus. Didn't need that.
Well, I didn't watch that bit. Maybe that's why I love Sheamus so much.
Yeah.
Sheamus Assy is just the Irish guy who likes a pint.
He does. Fella.
So, he's a fella. My reintroduction to Sheamus, or my proper watching it, was him coming out with Wade Barrett shouting lads.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you've seen. He won the title and ruined everything.
But did he come out going, lads?
He did, and it was a great entrance, I get that.
Should they have been tag team champions as the lads? Yes.
Just called the lads, yeah. I'll go.
So then we move on to Vince hyping Kurt Angle backstage. Obviously not too much, because we know what Kurt Angle does backstage. This is before he's weird. No, he's not weird. He's already been a bit of a pest here, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And Kangle just says stop talking about America, which is weird because Vince White's talking about America, but then I guess that's just what they do in it. They put American stuff in.
Yeah, well, he offended Regal earlier in the show, didn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe he just loves the US at this point.
Yeah, maybe.
Proud.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
And then we go on to Trish and Lita, Sarah Wilson and Stacey Keebler in the Bar and Barons match with Mick Foley, the referee. Now, you say Michael Cole acted all the way through this exactly how I thought Michael Cole would act. Too excited. Don't know what's going on.
Well, that's like why I won't go for a pint for a minute. So discussed in the previous episode. Like
Michael Cole acted exactly like a person with frosted tips would act. He sees four women in front of him.
It was his big. No, I say one his big break, was it? His commentated on WrestleMania before this, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I wrote down here serious lack of Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, I mean,
you missed this,
just for this one match where I was expecting him to just shout puppies.
Yeah,
bring him back and say some horrendous things.
Yeah, he only won a company this point, was he?
Yeah, he'd been sacked, hasn't he?
Nah, but both JR and Michael Cole both sounded like a pair of perverts.
Yeah, horny dogs, weren't they? Called JR and Michael Cole.
I mean, but what more do you want from a Brown Panties match?
Yes, I thought Foley was good as a referee as well in this.
There was more wrestling in this than I thought they had. Sorry, Wilson did a drop kick.
On that bloody roll up to get a top off.
Yeah.
I was thinking I'd get pants off on it. What were you saying? But yeah, she rolled her up. And I was like, wow, that's a good reversal there. And then she got the pants off as well. So
for me, it was obvious.
Tight pants is I think Cole pointed out.
For me, it was obvious who was going to win because Stacey and Tori are the best looking ones out of the four.
Well, it's one of the matches, isn't it? Where we discussed this on Sable against Luna ages ago, where that was a Brown Panthers match, and then I think Sable won and just took her kit off anyhow. But as the fan, you don't want the babyface to win.
In fact, we've seen Stacey Keebler do this before, haven't we, in WCW? And she got covered in cake. Was that the same match? I believe it was.
No, I'm Sable and Luna.
No, but Stacey Keebler's done it before as well,
right.
in Bash of the Beach.
I was watching this match thinking, oh yeah, like when I was watching this, Trish used to be real fit. Like, I watched it back and I was like, actually, she's not. She's all right. She probably looks better now than what she did then.
Oh, yeah, well, you know.
I mean, Lita's Lita, yeah.
Lita didn't really, fit in.
I'm a big fan of Lita. So out of like the Attitude Era wrestlers, she's probably the only one that could wrestle.
Yeah, she seemed too serious to be in this match, didn't she?
She did deserve more than this. But then Lita in her own match.
But was there anyone in WCW who could wrestle at this point?
No.
As a woman?
No, none.
Yeah. Did you say she's still there?
Nah,
she was like
one.
persona non grata at this point, though, wasn't she?
Mm.
She's only thrown the thing in the trash can a couple of years before this.
Yeah, no, well.
Yeah, she's out.
Never say never in the old wrestling biz, do you? Why didn't they just get Kellen Rock Parker? He was in the wrestling division. Do we want to see Kellen Rock Parker in the Brown Panthers match? Yes.
We're going to see Edge and Buff Bagwell next week, Ross, so anything can happen.
So Trish and Lita win in the end after 5 minutes.
I give this 0.5 stars.
It's not. It's
probably not even worth that. I was just being generous.
Yeah.
Foley was better though, wasn't he?
Foley, you mean?
Yeah.
I thought he came across as quite the perv throughout his refereeing, if I'm honest.
He was just very excited to be there. Wasn't he? When he was playing with both the WCW girls while the other two were coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part of this match was nearly an all-time great. But Trish, when she finished and she was celebrating, nearly fell down the ramp. But he grabbed her.
Oh, that would have been.
I noticed that.
It would have been. I mean, he would have ruined Trish's career because she'd have been like the new Shockmaster. But she was very bloody close. You know when it splits off into like two, she was celebrating, like whipping the clothes above her head, and she nearly like, Lita just grabbed her. It would have been an all-time great moment.
So you got to thank Lita for Trish's career.
Yeah,
is that what we're saying?
Pretty much. It was a bit like it was almost like what's her name, Gemma Collins at the Brit Awards. It's that level.
Gemma Collins had a good one. The Love Island people from not helping her up.
She fell on hole. It's hilarious.
She did. She pulled one of them bloody down.
Yeah, and what do you want? But
she also fell over on Dance on Ice, which I rewound about 500 times.
You just got to love people falling on holes. Madonna. Brits,
Oh
anyway.
God! Well, that wasn't their
Yeah.
fault, was it? That was the.
No.
It's like,
Jesus.
how has nobody done this? Remember, in the Euros final, Chiellini pulls back Saka.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Why has nobody put them side by side?
Do it, let's go viral. It's too late now,
I
innit?
don't know. Yeah, it's too late now. They don't want to pick on the kid.
Yeah.
I've seen a few memes kicking around from that.
Yeah, someone. This is an Italian fella got tattooed on him, didn't he?
Yeah. Bastard.
Oh yeah, didn't like him anyhow. Italians. I like your pizza. No, I was going to say I'll swear pizza, but I can't do that.
No.
And I've had a couple since, so I blame myself because I was drinking Italian wine on the night.
Oh, no. Yeah, sure for us.
Well, no, but my thinking was, I'm going to drink this Italian wine, and then when we win, I'm going to be like, haha, Italy, we've won, and I'm also drinking your wine.
No, but they won. So they won
Well,
twice. They won the battle on the pitch, and they also won the battle for your consumerism. So
I'd already bought it, though. They'd been in the fridge for a while, before the tournament, so they'd been in there a while.
yeah, let's get a drink one day.
Yeah, so Italian rosé. But I had Chinese instead of a pizza for that reason. I didn't want to support Italy.
Yeah.
Realised, oh crap, I've only got a bottle of wine.
Shocking.
So there we go. We then get back to bids of both the teams in the inaugural brawl. Needs a better name than that. I thought this was elimination. It wasn't.
No, it's just straight up. 5 and 5 on it.
Do you know what this would have made it even better?
Go on.
War games.
Yes.
That would have been good. Yeah.
Apparently, Triple H wanted, because obviously he was off injured at this point, but he actually pitched the idea of doing war games, and it got turned down.
That would have been good because all you had to do was WCW pick our rules or something. Straight up for war games.
WCW,
made for war games.
It was absolutely for me. It is an absolute war games match.
Yeah.
They could have just won a match, couldn't they? That's our match, war games.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never thought of that before.
I never thought of that, and I was just
that would have been amazing.
Legit, yeah.
you brought good ideas, Aaron. Say it, he brings nothing.
Yeah.
It brings his pitching his Twitch account, which no one cares about.
So the teams are there, the ECW and WCW is DDP, Rhino, Booker T, and the Dudley Boys.
Yeah,
and we'll go through that.
It's weak as fuck.
Annoys me. Well, it's meant to be WCW versus WWF. And, they brought the ECW guys to kind of bolster the rest roster out.
Yeah,
but the fact that they've only got out of the main roster of WCW, they've got 2 competitors.
Yeah,
that's weak as fuck.
I'm so disgusted right now.
And one of them was a mad pervert. Who's left? I don't know where he's gone. Was his t-shirt tucked in then? I think it was. The man's changed.
But yeah, for me, the WCW side of the roster was just weak.
Yeah, it
was as strong as it was going to get.
Yeah.
However, it was just weak, and they've obviously bolstered the rest of their team out with WCW people. 2 of those have been in WF for the last however many years.
Yeah, I mean the Dudley Boys. I mean, right now I can't complain because he was the last ECW champ, so I get that.
Yeah,
should have had the belt. Why didn't he have the belt?
Yeah, I don't know how they
that would have made it better, wouldn't it? Unless they're not. Oh no, because actually I think they'd not bought a lot of their assets. Had they?
No, they didn't. They didn't buy him until a few years later, did they?
Yeah.
I don't think they even owned ECW, did they, at this point?
No.
That's why they changed to the Alliance, because I wasn't allowed to get calling it that.
Oh.
So go on then, right? If you had all the money in the world and everybody could do what, who would you have picked? Seltzer time. We've not had that in a while.
Seltzer time.
It was better than your rum one.
The rum drum.
Was you actually drinking rum earlier?
Yeah, it's rum and coke. Yeah.
Oh, in a can. I just saw the can.
Yeah, it's a can. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's fountain mango.
Ooh, nice. Have you had the Bud Light one yet?
No, that's actually quite nice. That one. Yeah, it's good though.
The Bud Light one is nice, apart from the lemon lime, which isn't that nice.
Yeah. Go back to Mike's.
Yeah, that's the best one. Right, I'll let you decide if you want to put ECW wrestlers in or not. But who would your team of WCW, ECW, the coalition team be if you could pick anyone?
So I'd probably keep Booker T in there just because he's the WCW and US champion. Isn't
he? Yeah, he is.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan, Nash and Hall, actually, just to bring the NWO across. And then someone like either Sting or Goldberg for me.
No Flair?
No, I don't think so. Goldberg was like the dominant force, wasn't he? right through WCW.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it, when you've got everyone's available?
NWO had, again, a dominant force. Yeah, they've ruined it towards the end. However, at that point when NWO formed, they was winning the wars.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that was what we got to see it in 2015, didn't we? Yeah.
Starny, you can't bring across because he's injured at this point, so he's right off entirely. For me,
I would, if he wasn't injured, I would have put him in mine because he is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, Sting's one of my all-time favorites, but I'd struggle to get him into that.
I think you do your separate Sting Undertaker match.
Yes,
do that separately.
Yes.
I know Ross, you don't understand why people want to see that, but
because they're just two big ones with dark hair. That's all.
Spooky dudes, spooky dudes are wrestling.
Yeah, I agree with this entirely.
But he's a biker.
No, but you have to bring him back again. If you can change into a biker randomly, you can change back into Deadman. That's easy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sting, no, it's biker Sting, right? Right. So this is I'm pitching another idea now, right? Taker's going on his bike, big truck, semi truck, just takes him out completely. Right, kills him, and then it's WCW truck and it Sting's the driver.
Even better.
Time he comes back.
Even better, we recreate the monster truck fight with bikes.
Yes.
Biker Sting.
Biker Sting. That's what they should have done. I can't remember. Oh, he goes back to Surfer one. So it's Surfer Sting versus Biker. I don't know. Spooky dudes.
Who would you have a team of 5 be though?
You got Goldberg in, aren't you? You got to have Hogan. I know Hogan can both, but you can do a storyline with Hogan, like, which side is he on?
Yeah.
I think I'd put Flair in there because he's Mr. WCW, isn't he?
You'd have to put Anderson in, wouldn't you?
No, you're right, fine. And Anderson could be on the side. Anderson could be the manager. Booker.
You'd put Booker in?
Yeah, I think for me, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
The Booty Man.
Really bolstered what was it called? Zodiac. Booty Man. No, bring him back as the Booty Man. DDP for me, because actually DDP was, I know he's a perv at this point, but just don't have him being a perv.
Yeah.
And you've got a good solid wrestler, don't you?
If they'd have booked him right, DDP would have had a great career in WWE.
Yeah, it should have been. I know he was old, but he was like, he kept
Did he not fall out with The Undertaker?
But he's not older than any wrestler nowadays.
Yeah, everyone's well old now, aren't they?
Undertaker's still going to a certain extent. Yeah, he's retired, but I can say they're going to bring him back at some point. I know they shouldn't. Triple H is still going and does the odd match occasionally. Sting's still going.
But even like the young stars, like Lashley's like 44 now, isn't he?
Was it AJ Styles, isn't he?
Yeah.
Chris Jericho, he's still going now.
Yeah.
Well, and DDP looks after himself before it's cool to look after yourself, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
DDP is probably the person that is to congratulate, really, for the amount of wrestlers who were in the later 40s, early 50s still wrestling nowadays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sole reason.
Yeah. And Lou's seen his put his leg above his head.
Yeah, I did that right in front of me. It's true.
So I don't. Who would my pick be? I'd have obviously Hogan. You'd have to have Sting, Flair. That's what we got there. 3. I don't because I don't like Kevin Nash.
Yeah, okay. So another question to throw out: would you have Hogan as a heel or Hogan as a face?
I'd have to have Hollywood Hogan.
Well, then, in my opinion, you need Nash and Hall there, don't you?
Yeah. I'd have to just maybe shut them in.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know if you need Hall. Nash you need.
I don't know. Had you put
where's Bret? Did you put him?
Nah.
You have someone like random in there, like Rey Mysterio.
I was going to say you put Rey Mysterio in because he's like one of the top cruiserweights, and you think of WCW, you also think of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want to bring him across, did they? I was reading the other day. They didn't want to bring Rey Mysterio across because he was too charismatic and too over with the fans.
Makes sense. What? Hang on, what?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I guess if the heels.
Yeah.
That's what. I always defend WWE after, but yeah. That's nice. I wish they brought those cruiserweight tag champs across though, because how great would they be now? NXT, get them in.
I suppose I'm doing it. I maybe would have probably just played NWO in because it's the NWO, isn't it?
Luger.
They are WCW, are the NWO?
Yeah.
Think of WCW and it's NWO straight away.
Yeah, it's like that Sting match at WrestleMania 31. It was mad, wasn't it? Because it made no sense storyline, but
you loved it.
You needed any NWO in this car, didn't you?
Yeah, I just put Dustin, I think.
Justin Rhodes.
No, the big dust.
Big Dusty Rhodes. He was like 60 at this point. Like,
Well, he wrestled after this, didn't he?
chucking a few bionic elbows at people. Like, oh, you're there. Interestingly, none of us picked ECW while we had the entire choice of WCW.
For me, this the WWF at this point should have paid out people's contracts, should have got them across, and it should have been WCW versus WWF because that was the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, and you can do ECW afterwards once they've got all the assets.
Yeah,
A lot
Finish
apart from Van Damme
Yeah, just saying.
and Dreamer, everybody else had already wrestled for the other ones anyhow.
Yeah,
but then Dreamer didn't even do anything on this pay-per-view.
No. Yeah,
no,
well,
there, was it?
Dreamer,
Yeah,
yeah,
what was
no.
it actually? Good point.
It was on a couple of the promo packages. He was appearing there, but did nothing on this pay-per-view.
But your top stars, Taz has already been in. Mike Awesome's moved across, hasn't he? Even Sandman moved across.
Sabu had been across for a little bit, I know, but
Yeah.
you could if you were doing an ECW team, RVD, Sabu, Sandman,
Taz.
I
Taz,
should have done a three-way
Terry
war
Funk.
games.
Terry Funk.
Three-way war games. How good would that have been?
Yeah. Yeah, 5-on-5 freeway war games.
Rob Van Dam in War Games.
I've been
Yes.
saying Sabu in war games.
Yeah, because then you could have had RVD, Sabu, Sandman, Taz,
Mikey Whipwreck.
Mikey Whipwreck.
It's got to be the Funkster on it. It's got to be Terry Funk.
Yeah, Terry Funk without
Oh,
doubt.
but then
Yeah.
we've just left out Dreamer. We've left out Raven.
Well, that's a Bam Bam us.
Well, Raven already had a match earlier on, so
Yeah.
We've just got
Raven.
Stevie Richards.
The Blue Mini. That's what left out. Shocking.
Nova.
You could have the BWO versus the NWO, the match we all wanted to see.
I would love that.
But like the NWO B team, so it's like Virgil and like Horace Hogan and that. Like,
I'd have paid to see that.
like if you think that Shawn Michaels obviously was on his retirement and Triple H wasn't injured, you could have had DX versus NWO.
Yeah.
and you've got the Rock that you got to fit in somewhere in normal times.
Oh, would you have preferred to see the second version of DX versus NWO? Would you prefer to see Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac, or would you the original one?
Stick them all in.
Oh, right. So like the hybrid DX.
Yeah, do a hybrid, the end one. The one that comes out as the Hall of Fame package and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys. But China as well, why not?
Oh, right. So the WWF team then is Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Kane, Undertaker, and Chris Jericho. Pretty much fair enough.
I'd say this is a very strong team.
Yeah, that's part of the
Very,
problem.
very
It
strong.
looks so much strong. On paper,
Yeah.
should have been like a 5-minute Monday Night Raw, actually, shouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think, with the people he had available, I don't think you can argue that team WWF.
No.
I don't think there's anyone else you could put in.
But I was thinking about this, the Big Show, right? I know he's like a Hall of Famer, but he's never really done anything, has he?
No.
He's never really in the Attitude Era. And you think, oh, he's an Attitude Era star. He's never near the top of the card, and he's not there for a lot of things.
Well, he wasn't even on that year's WrestleMania, was he? Because he was in New York, wasn't he? Because they needed to lose weight, didn't he?
Yeah. So you can't. Yeah, he was only in the last match because didn't Vince get injured?
Yeah.
That's why he was in the last
That'd
one.
be great, put Vince in.
So yeah, because The Rock's not available, because he would have swapped him and Jericho around, I imagine. Because Jericho's the weakest star at the point.
Yeah, but I think Jericho at this point, he's showing that he's a main eventer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think you can get away with not putting Kane in.
Yeah, I agree. Kane
You gotta pick
wasn't
someone.
that strong.
Kane,
He wasn't
yeah.
that strong in this match.
Yeah.
Kane's another one who's never really done out, has he? You know, he's like a legend, and rightly so, but he's never actually really done out.
He's never been like
No,
a big
but-
star. Like if Kane was in like a hardcore match, or even if he was in that one with the Big Show and Billy Gunn, to be honest, you wouldn't have argued.
Yeah.
If he was
Yeah.
him instead of Albert, you'd have been like, oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Weirdly, then, these teams come out, and there was alternate.
I didn't like this.
I didn't like.
No.
Get one team out, get the other team out.
I didn't like the fact that they obviously brought Shane, Stephanie, and Heyman out, and then Vince was out. Vince came out, didn't he?
Yeah.
I felt they should have brought Vince out because he always gets a good pop, doesn't he? Does Vince? Should have brought Vince out and then the whole WF team, and then should have brought the WCW team out. I didn't like the fact that they alternated it.
Yeah, I thought it was just weird.
And then it was Kane and Undertaker stood in the ring, and all the WCW guys were afraid to get in the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that about?
Got to protect Taker, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah.
He's being portrayed at this point as the locker room leader, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were trying to get across. But for me,
Yeah.
it just pitted the WCW guys like they were set up to fail in a sense.
Yeah.
Because they were all showed as being scared of getting in the ring with Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think they were going too far one way of like, yeah, no, WWF's the best and it's their company and stuff, but you got to get some jeopardy in there.
Gosh, you have.
Yeah. They don't really any, was they?
Like I wouldn't have complained if every single match WWF won because it's their company and they want to show their wrestlers as being strong. If they'd have shown the WCW guys as looking just as strong.
Yeah, just competitive. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because especially when it's like a bunch of jobbers anyway, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, not jobbers, but like the Dudley Boys being a tag team division, Rhino, like, and done a lot. Who else is? Yeah.
Bunch of mid-carders in a sense.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's not the top guy, tippy top guys, is it? So you need to build them up, you would think. Rather than, it's like Nexus bit early, isn't it, this one?
Yeah. So the match goes 29 minutes. Some notable things is Kane gets put through an announce table, Rhino goes through a regular table.
I did right here. Everyone goes through tables with an exclamation mark.
It's an attitude there, isn't it? That's what they do. Apart from Stone Cold, it looks like he's nursing a knee injury. Shane hits Vince with a title after Vince chucked it in. Booker at one point taps to the ankle lock, but the ref's not there. Stone Cold then Stunner's Angle. This is the big turn. And Booker pins Angle.
Did anyone spot the awful spot with Rhino when he accidentally spears Booker T?
I saw it, but I can't remember it.
I think Chris Jericho has him in a lock and he moves out the way and then like 2 seconds later, Rhino spears him. It's like the timing was all wrong. It was awful.
Rhino's the original turncoat.
He was Team WWF all along.
And that's it. I mean, they wanted the old Stone Cold back. The old Stone Cold would not have sided with Vince.
No, I really hated this.
I hate it.
But I mean, I can see where they're coming from because Stone Cold, because it's weird because he hated WCW as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he
was in WCW for like a week.
And when he's been in WWF,
he is the WWF guy.
They've not treated him well, though, have they?
No, but
if you think about it.
You think, right, I'm not being funny. You think of Attitude Era, WWF, and the two people you immediately think of are The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, but
Stone Cold being the first one. So why would you get Stone Cold, your main figurehead of the company, to turn on WWF? Makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but, you can't defend this.
No, but if you're going in purely terms of kayfabe, which is how WWF live, and they think kayfabe is law, don't they? Why would Stone Cold want to fight for Vince McMahon?
He's not fighting for Vince. He's fighting for WWF. It's different.
That's what the whole pay-per-view, the whole storyline has been built around.
If you didn't like WWF, why do you want to be WWF champion? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
For me, the only reason they took Stone Cold across there is just to make WCW/ECW look stronger.
Yeah. They need someone because there aren't enough people there, was there? Which I guess goes back to your point right at the beginning. Don't do it yet.
Don't do it, and then definitely don't.
For me,
10K angle.
For me, there was two ways around it. There's one, you carry on WCW. However, I know they struggled with finding a network that'd take them on.
Yeah.
Or you rebrand Raw and SmackDown, so you have one for the WWF guys, one for the WCW guys. You pay out the contracts on the big WCW guys, and you have one show for one for the other. And you make a big invasion angle on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what it should have done.
That's the logical idea. That's the logical thought of how you do it now. But retrospect is a great idea right now. I think they just rushed into it.
I think they did rush it, and that's probably because there was a lot of pressure from the fans at the time, knowing that they bought it, saying you have to do it now.
Yeah, but you could have rebranded SmackDown as like, I don't know, WCW SmackDown or SmackDown Nitro or something. Yeah,
because they started doing it. It'd be interesting to do an episode on that time. You know, the one time they did it. Where they did
but again, they did that in a WWF town. They did it in Washington, did it in the North.
Yeah.
A week later.
In Georgia,
yeah, why not do it then?
Yeah.
But I know why they said because it needed to work there.
It's got to work anyway.
You do it in the room, and then people on TV can hear the crowd reaction.
I just can't, because I know there was always rumors that they were going to basically change Raw into Nitro. I can't see them ever doing that.
Raw. This point was a flagship.
Yeah, I just can't see them ever doing it.
That's essentially saying to Vince to Bischoff, WCW won.
Yeah, but
you've got rid of Raw.
Heat, right?
Heat.
You know what I mean?
Nitro,
They've got like TV, like you were on SmackDown and EWF ones, but they've got other shows, surely, that they can like shotgun Saturday night. What happened to that?
Yeah, for me, they should have definitely brought Eric Bischoff across instead of like Shane and Stephanie.
Yeah,
I think they should have. I know that Jim Ross pissed him off on the phone. Get Vince calling him.
Yeah.
You say this is important, mate. Like, but come on.
Yeah, especially when Jim Ross says Bischoff don't want to do it. Surely Vince then thinks, right, I'm going to have a word with him now.
Yeah. You need that for your storyline, really. I mean, the way it kicked off with Shane buying it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it just died pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yeah. So WCW, ECW win 6-5, including the Heat.
Yeah.
And my question is now then, has an invasion angle ever worked?
Yes.
NWO,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the only one.
But did you? Yeah.
The Nexus.
Nexus didn't work though, did it?
It started off all right.
But I don't think you can make one work because
The car.
they have to win. Because to make one work, the invading force has to win, and everyone knows they're not going to win. The only one who did win was when Global Force took over Impact, and then just tried to fuck that up, and then went back to Impact like 2 weeks later. But no, you just if we did one now, you just think, well, they're not going to become WWE. Aren't going to change all the brands and stuff, are they?
No, they should just, instead of like an invasion like that, they should just do like a New Japan AEW head to head. That's probably the one that's going to happen soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't think you can. I don't think you can do it because nobody's ever going to win.
Yeah,
just gonna lay one down here and maybe just leave. But AEW versus WWE.
that's the dream.
I'd love to see that. It's not going to happen.
Well, I don't know. Chris Jericho's appeared on Stone Cold's podcast, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see, but
I did think for a part of me, I was like, they're working together. And also the fact that I said this last week, that the WWE very kindly helped AEW out with like 7 weeks of Aleister Black promos before he debuted on Dynamite.
Christ, and then forgot to put his 90-day clause in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they really helped out there, didn't they? So, yeah, we'll build him up, we'll re-debut him, and he can go to you last.
I don't think there's as much animosity between the two companies as people make out.
No, it's between the fans, isn't it? The fans are awful.
Yeah, I mean, I get all the abuse for us.
You think Vince, when Austin texted him or whatever he contacted him, say, I want Chris Jericho on the show. He's like, yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah,
I would go for it. Like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And like you talk about how Chris Jericho was talking about Vince and how he was talking about Tony, and I think they'd be game, to be honest. I think if you was to pitch that idea between the two and you was to get the two to come to some sort of agreement, I think it's potentially a good angle, like how AEW have gone with Impact.
Yeah,
how AEW are potentially going out and branching towards NJPW.
Yeah, apparently they teased around the anniversary of a four-way pay-per-view between Impact, AEW, New Japan, and AAA last night.
Oh, that would be good. I would watch that. I would love to see Roman Reigns squash Kenny Omega. So,
is that the dream match?
It's going to be, isn't it? Is it not?
Biggest star in each company.
I don't want to see Roman Reigns against Moxley. I don't want to see him against Cody Rhodes.
I'm sick of Roman Reigns. I'm probably going to be like the minority. I am probably the minority. I know how much of a big Reigns fan Lou is.
You said that right at the end of the show, aren't you?
Yeah. Welcome back, Tate Peters, next week.
I'm sick of him.
He's the best wrestler on the planet right now.
He is.
We'll say this, he might have lost to Edge by the time this comes out.
Nah,
I don't believe he will have done.
As much as I want it to happen, I really
I
do.
think he's going to hold the belt for like 3 years.
Yeah,
I genuinely do.
He's they want someone to beat CM Punk's record, don't they?
Yeah, I just think he's just. The only weird thing I think with Roman Reigns is it's obviously building up to a match with The Rock, and in a normal storyline, builds up to a big babyface win, but The Rock ain't going to beat him.
No, because he ain't going to have the time.
He's not going to have time. So what do you do after that? That's
the one who does though is a star, and it's going to be Lesnar. But the one who does,
yeah, that's the bit that I'm like, what? Where did they go? But apparently the new rumors are because The Rock can't wrestle, like because of his movie contracts, they're going to have The Rock and one of the Usos versus Roman Reigns in the new one.
Well, that sounds awful.
That's going to be the rest.
Apparently they're trying to bring him back for Survivor Series, aren't they?
I don't know if I don't want to see that. I want to see The Rock Reigns. Yes, I do, but I don't want to see.
I want to see
that's
The Rock.
how it's going to end, isn't it? The Usos are going to implode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's in prison again now, so
Yeah. Jimmy Uso's kicked himself out trouble, can he?
can't tell which one apart. And I think Roman did a
that was
promo on that the other week, didn't he?
That was the best promo of all time. That because do you understand what I'm saying, Jimmy? Who's up, Jay? Like, it's so good.
I saw a good meme of that the other day though, because there was like a promo from a few months ago where he was like, "Oh yeah, I want you to think of yourself as Jimmy and not part of the Usos. You need to differentiate yourself." And then he's gone and done this.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
Yeah, quality. I was so savage. I absolutely loved it. I was there for it. I'm there for everything Roman does. He can hold the belt for the next 6 years, as far as I'm concerned.
Someone beats him, though. They're going to be a big star, aren't they?
Talking about CM Punk's
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Bruno Sammartino's reign. That's what I want to see. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Whoever beats him, it's just, are they going to choose the right person to beat him?
The problem is, if they carry on, they've written off most of the WWE roster of the fact that who can beat him.
Yeah.
Big E.
You see, everyone has a go. I don't like Lesnar beating Taker, but there was nobody else to beat him, I don't think.
Or just don't beat him then, Ross. I've said this before to you.
I know, but the street needs...
No, and also,
Taker
there was
Roman
2 years ago. Imagine, like, you know that whole thingy of, like, it's my ad now.
Yeah, if he'd
Imagine if he'd done that
beat him.
after he'd just broke the streak, yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to have somebody believable, haven't you? And as much as everyone says getting you up-and-coming guy, it would have...
Well, yeah, because I think the closest it got to before him was Ted DiBiase Jr., wasn't it? And that would have been what an absolute bust that would have been.
Exactly.
So,
how shit would that have been?
Yeah.
So I think Lesnar, so it's going to be a big start. But next year, is McIntyre after a few? I don't know.
Fandango.
Beat Jericho.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And yeah, we've been going for bloody ages.
I was going to say, everyone's just constantly got really dark. I was just lit myself up. That was quality of that.
It's on a timer, isn't it?
I thought you just done it yourself. I was like, I love that.
Yeah, it's on one of them smart things, but it's on a timer. So if I'm sat in this room and the power's on at this time,
nice. I've just changed my internet router, and all of my smart stuff works now.
Ugh.
There, I know. I need to bring it all. Very annoying.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, you can find us on Wrestling Around.
Yeah, Invasion. It was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Invasion. Terry Peters isn't getting out today.
Hang on, what score are we giving the whole pay-per-view out of 10?
No, we haven't done that.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
7.
I'd go 6.
I'm going to go... Right, 8, because I loved it in some way. As a kid, I loved it. But also, -2 points for Lee at my school. Rest in peace. But he ruined the show for me that morning. We were stood waiting outside to go into class, and none of us had seen it because obviously we recorded the night before, and obviously he'd stayed up, and he just shouted to the top of his voice, "Stone Cold turned on WWF," and I was like, "Fuck you, man!"
Scumbag.
I was fuming.
I'm really debating whether to say this now. Really debating whether to say something, but
don't do it. Because the thought went through my head as well. Don't do it.
I'm not going to say anything. You know what I'm thinking.
Those guys might cut out this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of editing to do.
You got read out that 20 minutes and take Peters, is it?
Yeah. Delete his soundtrack, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's been that then. I'm going to give it a 7 because I loved it as a kid, and the last match was actually quite good, I thought. So
I enjoyed it as a whole. It was a very good pay-per-view. However, I feel like it could have been better. It could have been better if WWF had paid out.
Yeah. No, it's a missed opportunity overall, wasn't it? But yeah, I enjoyed it at the time.
And I think you didn't realise how bad it was going to get later on.
Yeah, no, we'll probably cover more of it rest of the course of the years. We're 20 years on from it, but yeah.
We'll do Survivor Series because I did like that pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh, that was a much better pay-per-view in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Have you not?
I've never seen it.
Well, the first things I watched on...
Should also have been War Games.
No, that would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, especially Survivor Series, but yeah.
I'm annoyed that you said that now, because that's all I'm going to think about. Oh, it should have been. You can find Lou, where you're at Lou M.
Lou Markham, Ross, come on.
Lou Markham.
We've done this for this is like episode 69.
I don't know where that came from.
What you're doing is just giving out my fucking Hotmail address.
I am at the Ross M on Twitter. Wrestling Around, we're all over. Aaron, where can we find you? Give Aaron a follow.
I'm on Instagram, Franklinstein91.
Franklin Stein One. He's also in the comments all the time. And, on Wrestle Around on our Twitch stream.
This is one of the 2 Twitch mods that are up here today.
Yeah.
Instantly ban Terry Peters every time I see him.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe he's just trying to come on. We just ban him all the time. Thanks for joining us, Aaron. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
I've really enjoyed myself. Thank you very much for having me.
We should do this again. This is
not
going to be a one-off.
No, it will. We'll get him back.
Well, I'll see how much editing I've got to do afterwards.
We'll find out if Terry's sacked. If that's the case, and I'm technically a full-time hire.
Yeah, we'll get you. You did have an impressive CV.
For the legal reasons I can't read out, but it was very impressive.
It was impressive. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, Lou.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and join us next week for another episode of Wrestling Around.
Did you know this podcast is powered by ACAST? ACAST is the home of podcasting. For creators looking for freedom to grow their listeners and make money too. And creative brands looking for smart ways to advertise. Podcasters and advertisers in the know ACAST. It's time you did too. Visit acast.com to find out more. ACAST, for the stories.